All right. We're gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about it. So we're gonna review Bayern against Man United. Talk about a few things, and yes, we're gonna talk about Rihanna. So Rihanna is definitely gonna be on the topic because people are saying that a certain David and Goliath live. So we're gonna that's gonna be our main thing. We'll talk upon that, and also Jude Bellingham, because I want to have a question about Jude Bellingham because I had a Barca fan saying that he's going to unsubscribe because I tweeted out to Jude Bellingham after he scored yet again another winning goal. So I want to just discuss why there's this hate towards a freaking 20-year-old who is
Because
coming.
he's overhyped. Because
Who is coming? Wait, why we are overrating a 20-year-old who is fully 100% coming clutch? That's what I want to know. Because shout out to your boy Gatlock. That's who he is. This is who this man is. That is what he's been doing and so forth. But you know what? We will get there. We will get there. It's we've got many ways to go. And also, we're going to talk about Arsenal and what Arsenal have been doing and their amazing 3-zip victory. UCL roundup, and also want to maybe talk about yesterday's games, to talk about Barcelona and talk about City, because I definitely want to talk about City because we've seen everyone play, and bro, City could go back to back. So guys, you know what the deal is. Sit back, have a drink. I have my Batman mug here. Like the vid, subscribe if you're new, and please feel free to send in any Dubinskis. Your super chats is what helps this channel to grow and helps to support us. So I shout out to all of the Patreon members, shout out to all of the regular members, and shout out to all of the people up in the streets, man. I thank you for your super chats and your donations and your Dubinskis. So let's kick things off here. So let me just first get my okay, hold on. Let me bring everyone in here. So let me first get my stream marker up in here, and we're going to talk about this whole Bayern shebang. Here's it. If I am Bayern Munich, I am saying Theory because Bayern Munich did not play well. Bayern Munich did not play well. Now, I don't know what YSK is doing with that AVI, and shout out to get it with that AVI. Actually, you know what's okay? If we're bringing an AVI game, okay, let's first deal with this right now. Let's deal with this right now because I think that this unfortunately has to be put in. So here's the thing.
Wait, why is the Liverpool fan laughing?
Oh my god.
So,
wait, your competition is tomorrow. Your show is tomorrow. No way.
Wait, so yeah. No. Elijah,
Wait, what about Carriage? Does everyone remember Carriage for Liverpool?
It was water.
No, okay.
It was water.
The thing about this image is that look, if Onana does not make that mistake, I believe that I should have been given a pay rise. I should be given a special award because my locker room, my Al Pacino any given Sunday, Denzel remember the Titans speech in the locker room. It worked, guys.
How did it work?
Wait, it worked for 15 minutes.
When I was speaking, Onana wasn't in the locker room. When I was speaking, he came in
but
late.
he's black. He's meant to be in the locker room.
Wow.
Whoa. I don't know how to answer that, man. I don't know how to answer that.
That might be a yellow. I can't lie.
Yeah, that's
Whoa! It's a tactical foul.
That's a yellow. That should be
tactical foul.
It's a tactical foul.
That's crazy.
I don't know what the streets are saying. I think that's
Yeah.
that's guys
these
are saying
Afcon
it's a
refs.
red.
That's a borderline, like, yeah, like, I don't know. Like,
No, the guy is
That's
talking about black.
yeah,
Give him
yeah.
something. Exactly. Give him something darker color.
That's
exactly.
no. Jesus, the streets are spoken. That's a red, man. That's a red.
What?
That's a red.
Oh, red?
Wait.
Oh wow.
Quickest red card. Wow.
That's a red. That's a red.
Wait, not even
That might
10
be the
minutes.
fastest recorded red
Not
card.
even
man.
10 minutes.
Well, okay, you know what? We'll go to VAR. We'll go to because yeah, I'm saying that's a red, but we'll go to VAR. So we'll put you in the background. We'll go to, because that's a red for me. That's a red for me. We'll go to VAR.
Wait a minute.
So-
how you send him out and you're saying that's a red? You send him out of the field and you're like, you're going to VAR. That doesn't make
He's
sense.
in
Don't you have to
backstage,
go
he's
to VAR while
backstage.
he's
No.
on the-
Backstage.
Okay, so
He's in the sin
here's
bin.
okay.
Sin bin.
While
Ziman,
HH, can I speak on this first?
This is the period where the referee is going to the
No, go to
monitor. So
Samasi.
Yeah, that's the what period. Okay, so because basically we have so Hokokage, talk to me, and then I'll come to AK. So Hokage, like, you look at this game right now. Are you satisfied with what Bayern did?
I listen. So the story of today's game was 2 bricks and goal. Ulreich and that whatever that guy's name is in Man U's goal. I forget his name. He sucks.
Rihanna.
Wait, why are they calling him Rihanna? I don't get it.
Onana.
Because of this.
are you serious?
Oh, that's so cheesy.
Wait,
so
that's it?
cheesy.
That's why he
it.
calls him Rihanna. I never seen anybody call him Rihanna.
That's it. Oh my
It should be
god.
Nana.
The
Why
connection,
you
that's it.
How do you guys not put that together?
That should be inducted, man. That should be inducted. I'm
I
sorry.
thought that was a deeper connection, but
I thought
Yeah,
he
I
was
know.
dating Rihanna or something. Like,
Okay,
I
look,
thought it was-
okay, no. It's just
I mean, how is that even possible? How's
drop
that
the
possible?
brick.
No,
HH
but
on
we're talking
yourself.
about the
You
game.
have to.
Okay, we're talking about the game.
He's got poor handling. That's not possible.
I think
Okay.
I don't really.
It's more of a Chris Brown type.
Okay, so can you just go?
Whoa.
Listen, I'm happy with it. Like, those goals United scored, I can't really. What was it? The second goal was good. Like, they linked up around Bayern's box. They scored the goal.
The
But,
second
yeah,
goal
I
was
think
good.
that- yeah,
Bro, the guy scored it on the floor. Like,
I know, but they passed around. They linked up, did one-touch passing. It was a good goal. It was a good build-up to the goal. I don't care what anyone says. But I thought the story of today's game was 2 terrible goalies, and I thought Bayern being wasteful. I mean, super wasteful. I mean, if Bayern took their chances, Sane was cooking, Musiala was cooking. I mean, those 2 had amazing games. If these guys just were smarter in the final third, bro, we could have saw 8-2 again tonight, but instead we see 4-3. Really flattering to United. Like, United played the first 15 minutes great, but after that, I feel like everything else was just a gift to them. I think Bayern lapse in concentration in the defense. I think Tuchel's going to smack some players in training for that crap they did today. But I watched your video today this morning, HH, before the game. And I was with you. I didn't expect this to be 9-0, like whatever people
Yeah,
were
yeah,
saying.
no.
I wasn't expecting it could have been that, but I wasn't expecting that. And I think that's what you got today. I think this is a Bayern team that still needs to grow into this. This isn't a fully fledged Bayern team. This isn't Bayern at their best. Harry Kane hasn't gelled into the team. We still need to work some things around. But listen, I'm happy with it. We got 3 points. We won't meet United, I think, until the last match day of the groups, right? I think like December 18th or something like that. And yeah, we're probably going to breeze past Copenhagen, Galatasaray. And and that's the thing. I think a lot of Bayern fans, they expect perfection. They expect us. It's September. They
Yes.
expect They expect amazing full-fledged football. But I want to pose this question to Bayern fans who will hate on this performance. Let me pose this question to you guys, for anyone out there, any Bayern fans. What has playing amazing in October gotten Bayern in the last 3 seasons? It got us 3 quarterfinal exits. I don't want the team to be absolutely scintillating, amazing, dominant right now, because I've fallen for that trap.
And also you have to keep in mind that Kane is a new player into the attack, so he needs to really gel and understand the attack. So,
has any team that has won all their group games won the league, Champions League?
I think it was just the 2020 Bayern. I think 20.
Yes.
But I pose this question to Bayern fans because let's see the last three Champions League winning teams. No, last 4. Bayern's treble team in 2020. We started off crap. We sacked the manager. We grew into the season. Chelsea the year after started crap. Lampard was sacked. Tuchel, they grew into the season. They won. Real Madrid started that season off crap. They won. Man City was bad. Man City, for their standards, was crap in the first half of the season last year, but pre-World Cup. But they grew into the season. So what I ask for Bayern fans is do not panic. Don't go saying Tuchel needs to be sacked. Don't give Tuchel a chance. Don't go saying, oh,
he should be.
Samasi, you say that, but I don't know. I don't want us to be playing amazing now. I don't want to fall
pulling
into
the
that trap.
fucking trigger. I'm pulling it. I had enough.
Wait. What evidence is there to sack Tuchel? There's no evidence to sack Tuchel. No,
There isn't, because HH, I don't care what our attack. They call it Tuchel, but Bayern played some great attacking football today. I don't care. We just couldn't finish anything. We scored some good goals, but we should finish 4 or 5 good chances that we didn't put away. It could have been 8, 9. So I don't see why people are on Tuchel's neck. I thought.
So actually, no. Sorry, before you go, let me just bring in. So J2S, Lockheed. Good news. The good news. So they said that should J2S be sent off, 48% said hell no, and 51% said hell yes. So, well done, man. Peace out.
Club don't fit.
But you fooled me for a second when you said good news.
You brought him back just to say no.
Wow.
Wow,
no, that's
I'm calm referee, man.
No. See, I'm with you. I think, look, you're right though. It's not how you begin; it is how you finish it, and it is about pacing yourself all the way through. But the only thing that I'll say though is true. But we'll probably get into this when into Man City. I had Bayern second favorites behind City by distance. And yes, it's still early days, but bro, if let's say Bayern and City were to meet in the quarterfinals, let's say in March or April, I think City are
we lose. I think
they're not.
No, we would lose.
If we get Palinia, it's a different story.
But that's the thing with Mourinho, though.
Wait, let's just hold on.
Can I go on this
after?
But yeah, you're right. I think City is a cut above everyone else. And what's scary for me is that you guys have talked about Alvarez is now. Is De Bruyne getting back in this team? Because Alvarez is Alvarez is
his industry plans.
No, he's not. No, I'm gonna go.
Come on, man.
No,
okay, man. Hey, you dropped the break, man. But De Bruyne is coming back quickly, man.
He's coming back, but he's not starting.
Wait. Hold on.
He's starting, man.
He's not starting, bro.
Oh yeah, let's bring him back to flop in another final if they get to another Champions League final. Let's bring him back. I'm down for it. But yeah, I think
at least he scores in semi-finals. It's the end big game. Like you guys are acting as if
he
this
shows
guy's
up in the knockouts. If we're being honest.
Yeah, like what are we talking about?
Okay, so hold on.
Anyway.
Hokage, finish your point. I'll come to AK.
But I don't think we're set. I think Real Madrid is second. I think what Real Madrid is in the Champions League is second favorites, and I'd put us third. I'm just really interested to see how this Bayern team progresses. And United, I think United fans. I don't know if United fans are happy or not. I don't. If I'm a United fan, I don't know how to feel about a 4-3.
No. You have to feel angry because you gave away essentially three. You essentially gave away 3 goals. The fourth, but you essentially gave away 3 goals. Those 3 goals came through United mistakes, not Bayern brilliance. Like the fourth goal was a well worked goal. Those 3 goals was not Bayern being amazing. It was United making mistakes.
Yeah.
So if I'm a United fan, I'm angry. You know.
Yeah.
So hold on, let me quickly stick to the basics and I'll come to you, AK. Shout out to Zotic TV, all got it. I said the Cameroonian Rihanna, and people said Onana is good. We are crap, but oh my god, Bayern are so washed up. Ten Hag out. Oh, he's gone up from 0.5. Last time he was 0.5. Oh, improvement.
I think it was
a
today
team
before.
has no mentality. A team has no mentality because our manager is crap. Bro, are you blaming that on Ten Hag, or is Lindelof just a... Look, I'm sorry, so you're blaming Ten Hag for the Onana mistake? That's crazy.
The only thing I blame Ten Hag for is his talent ID.
Yeah, your talent ID it is a way wash. Okay, so I'll take TV again. Bayern's attack is good, but that defense is crap. No, I think the midfield is the issue.
Yeah, that's the midfield is the biggest
The
issue,
midfield
bro.
is that midfield is not like the defense is.
There is no
like
midfield.
improved.
It's
so
donuts.
Minecraft the diamond. Nagelsmann ball was different fire. Imagine if he had Kane. Should never have sacked Julian. Should never have sacked him. And shout out to Boyo Wing. I had a dream. All right. So Minecraft diamond. Is Javi the best I can fix her? Demba, Oba, Joa.
Oh, yeah, well, he's saying that because Xavi usually brings players that fall out with their former club, and somehow he has them performing like nobody expected.
Well, I mean that's great a bit so far. That's more like
you gotta give him credit in that sense. He actually does
small credit. Okay,
yeah.
hold on. So AK, so what saying? AK.
HH, can you zoom into my AVI?
Okay, where's the AVI? There you go. But he scored though.
I think we need to have some. You need to have potential adoption papers because what Musiala did to this guy shouldn't be televised on live TV.
Even Choupo-Moting made him touch the floor, man. Even Choupo-Moting make him touch the floor.
Yeah, even Choupo-Moting sent him, broke his ankles.
Wait, Kenny, why are you in the stream?
Yeah, man. The real question is why your goalkeeper is looking like an auntie. That's the real question.
Okay, continue.
Do you know how accurate this picture is, man?
No, bro. I've known aunties that look like that. That's the thing.
No, all they need to do is put puff in front of him, and that's it.
I know
that's
puff, and then some changes to puff and some chin. Okay, continue.
So this game, Bayern 4, United 3. That wasn't a 4-3 game. I'm sorry.
No,
Bayern were dominant that game. The scoreline makes it look like it was a close game. It was end to end. No, it wasn't. Bayern dominated that game.
Well,
first 15 minutes.
They did not dominate. We're saying dominate is crazy. No.
See, AK, I have to disagree. See, for me, if let's say, because I remember when it was 3-1, I was like, this is not a 3-1 game. Bayern, you could say that Bayern were clearly the team that had the better players. They didn't control the game. And over the context of the entire game, I can't say they were... Bro, second half, it was end-to-end. It was pretty much end-to-end. So,
it was end-to-end.
It didn't feel like if Bayern... You can't say Bayern dominated the game. They dominated large periods of the second half. That's first half. Bayern did not dominate that's first half.
I mean, for me, Bayern had, Bayern, I think, hit the woodwork 3 times. Onana made 4 saves in that second half.
Wait, but was that Bayern being good, or is that just individual brilliance? Is that what we're doing now?
Okay, but I hate when people say, "Is it every?" Okay, then every goal is individual brilliance. Like you're gonna tell me the way Sane, Musiala, you're gonna tell me the way Sane.
Wait.
I mean, in that case, everything's individual brilliance. Man United's 3 goals were individual brilliant goals. First goal was Højlund creating space. Third goal was Bruno's set piece. Third goal was Bruno's set piece. Second goal was it was bobbling, and Casemiro was every goal you can quantify every goal as individual brilliance if you're saying
no, you
individual
can't
brilliance.
because
Yes, you can, because okay, what chances did United have in that second half? Tell me chances that United had, tangible chances that United had in that second half. I can name tangible chances that Bayern had in that second half. I can name 7 tangible chances that Bayern had in that second half.
But see, AK, my point is, we remember what we were saying before the game. Now, can you truthfully say what we said before the game is how that game turned out? In terms of how we thought Bayern would completely run over United?
Possibly, like, they weren't dominating possession and like forcing United back, okay, but I'm looking at by who had the better chances. Bayern clearly had the better chances that entire game. If Bayern, the Bayern should have scored more if they were clinical.
Okay. So you're saying that the game wasn't close at all? That Bayern were clearly they were clearly better than United.
Yeah, they were better than United. The game wasn't close for me.
Can I go on this?
No. Let AK finish, because I don't agree. But AK, finish your point.
Yeah, I mean, for me, I look at Manchester United, and other people are saying like, oh, they had injuries. Manchester United had injuries and all that crap. What does Antonio Sancho change today? What does Antonio Sancho not get pocketed by Alphonso Davies?
Easily.
No, they don't. What does Mason Mount change today?
Bro, Anthony and Sancho are not injured. The injuries are
they're trash. They're not injured.
Yeah, okay. I'm looking at the
the injuries are in defense, not Sancho and Anthony.
I'm looking at their missing players. Anthony and Sancho doesn't change anything. Does Mason Mount change anything? This whole panel was saying that Mason Mount was going to be the flop of the season when he was playing for Manchester United. He won't change anything. Amrabat, we haven't even seen. Shaw, I think, is overhyped, to be honest.
You're going too far now.
The only person that may have changed something is Raphael Varane. He was the only person that may have changed something. But even in the first 2 games, he was a bit suspect. And oh my God, AWB. What are you saying? What was AWB doing the first 3 games? He was here. Like, people are talking like United are gonna be a different team with injuries. What have the players that
AK, you have to admit though that based on how we thought the game was gonna go, it was a lot closer. You have to admit that, because United were never going to beat Bayern Munich because Bayern Munich are far better than them. But I'm just like,
do you know what this game reminds me of?
Wait, hold on. Quick question. Were you impressed by Bayern? After coming from this game, did the Bayern impress you?
I wasn't impressed, but that's beside the point. This game reminds me of the France-Argentina game in the World Cup in the 2018. France won 4-3. Remember that game?
Yes.
Even though Argentina scored 3 goals on them, France were the better side in that game.
No. Those are 2 different games.
No.
You can't.
I kind of agree.
Bayern were the better side this game.
No. Do you know what this game reminds me of?
I agree.
City Real Madrid 2022. That's what this game kind of reminds me of.
Bayern were the better side this game.
Second half, definitely.
Yeah, even the entire game, Bayern were the better side.
No, actually, stop it.
No. He has a point. Because
wait. No. You can't.
Can I say something?
No,
Wait. Hold up. So, AK, you're saying Bayern were clearly better in that first half?
They were better. No, in the first half it was like even, but United made mistakes. Second half,
bro, you see, now you're just changing your stance.
Because you said Bayern were better the entire game, and I'm like, no, Bayern were better in the second half, but in that first half, it was close. And those 2 mistakes pretty much changed the concept of the game. But even after those 2 mistakes, Bayern did play well. Bayern only started to play well in the second half, and especially when Koeman came on. So, but the point I'm making is that we thought Bayern's quality would just run over United.
We expected a blow.
But the game that we saw there was Bayern's quality didn't win them the game. United made mistakes that gave Bayern the game. 3 of Bayern's goals were United mistakes.
But then HH,
that's a fact.
You can
three.
No, but
HH,
how's that Bayern's fault that they couldn't
Yeah.
problems for
Okay, you have to understand what I'm saying.
United
No. What we thought was Bayern's quality, basically like Barcelona 8-2. We thought Bayern's quality would just destroy them, and we see basically vintage amazing Bayern. But just as we saw against Leverkusen, this Bayern team, as Hokage has maybe saying, they may need some time to get going. But we thought that United are so trash. We thought what Brighton did to United, Bayern would do worse. Like, bro, if Brighton can do that to United, Bayern at home, they'll do a lot worse. But as I said in my preview, United are going to have a different approach to this game. And Bayern did not... I want to be impressed by Bayern if you're going up against a team who are low on confidence and are trash with injury.
Yeah, at home.
Wait, what the hell?
Yeah, sorry, AK, what's saying, AK?
If we're saying that a plan worked, or like it was close, then why the team made mistakes? Bayern were 2-0 up in the first half. Okay, it was close, but still, Bayern capitalized on mistakes. United couldn't capitalize, so they were better. I was like,
no, but you said no. Now you're changing it. No, you said.
Can you bring up my United comment?
That's what I heard.
Wait,
and then all of a sudden,
can I speak on this?
Wait, hold on. So let me come to your boy Gatlock with this. Gatlock, talk to me.
Yo, this game was trash. Let's keep it stuck, bro. This game was from both teams, if I'm being honest. Except for Musiala and a bit of Sane.
Yeah.
Everybody was expecting United to get trashed, and I feel like because we didn't see that, people don't know how to analyze this game because this game was weird. Bayern should really be disappointed with that game. It's early in the season; they are yet to gel, understandable. Right. But United are so trash. I mean, look at what Brighton did to them. Like, they are so trash that everybody was expecting this to be a walkover, but it wasn't, and that's a crazy issue here. United are still trash. What we expected from United, what we got from United. I mean, the way Brighton scored is similar to the way Bayern scored today.
Yeah.
What we were not expecting is Bayern not to really show their quality over United and their trash defense. That's what we're not. That's what it was just a weird ass game. The goals that were scored, everything was just crazy. This was not a 4-3. I felt that Bayern probably should have scored more, but here's the thing: they didn't. And we saw United have chances that probably, if they had better decision makers in attack, they probably could have opened up Bayern more. I felt that his name, Kim, is a very good defender, but I don't think he has gelled with this team fully yet. You see, I have Upamecano there, and you see, the funny thing. It just shows you
they
that
don't have the protection from the midfield. Let's face it, that's the biggest problem.
And they're missing guys like Pavard and Stanisic. Those guys defensively were actually good at right back. This Lima guy ain't. I mean, Rashford was.
Well, Gatlock.
I mean, they have Mazzarri.
No. You say so, but Gatlock. I was on Twitter and Get Rashford was trending on Twitter, so I clicked.
Yeah, Rashford was terrible,
and a whole lot of people were saying get Rashford out, get him off, and everything. So
that's the thing. He was terrible, but I felt that if he had better decision making, he could have actually gotten at Lima. Because
Gatlock, how long have we been seeing Rashford? But that's all the difference.
Garnacho got 2 fouls from that guy and led to the free kicks from Fernandes.
Yeah.
When Rashford went to the right, bro. This guy literally tried to outpace David. This thing made me laugh. I'm like, bro, you know that guy is faster than you. Your pace ain't gonna work in that kind of scenario. But look, I felt that in this game we expected a 4-1, maybe a 5-2. We expected the gap to be higher. It wasn't. Bayern's scoring 4 goals was kind of there. How they considered 3 goals is crazy to me. I was actually confused. This game was trash, if I'm being honest, because I watched. Man, I envy you. I really do sometimes because you watched them Dinos and stuff like that. I'm having to contest with these guys. No offense. It's not the same thing. If I'm being honest.
Wait. Like who? Scott McTominay doesn't have sauce. Mixos isn't
No,
that?
he's talking about
Musiala
we,
is the draw. That's it.
we saw McTominay and we saw Gemma McTominay. Like, bro, it's not like no, like I miss
Jim Retzka?
No, seriously, that's McTominay's sub. Bro, that guy came in and proceeded to have like a disaster class. I was like, wait a minute, this guy just coming and just messed up everything, bro. But I mean,
respect the Euros top goal scorer. Respect the Euros.
Shut up. Okay, so God, but what's your take on what Hakake said? Do you think it's a case of where, okay, no, these guys can gel, so there's nothing to be too worried about, or are you worried that Bayern didn't use their quality to completely say what's up over United?
There are a lot of new players in this team. There are Lima, Kim, Kane. There are still a few new players, and they still even want to bring in more. This is not the part where I judge Bayern. They will top this group with ease. Because after that Galatasaray hype, Copenhagen almost beat them. Like, so after all that Galatasaray hype, I don't know who's going to come second out of this group. It doesn't matter. They're going to get knocked out in the round of 16 anyway. But Bayern should top this group. Well, okay. Hopefully they get an easier round of 16. I think
wait, let me bring in Waske and then I'll come to Kenny. Waske, talk to me.
Bro, what the hell is going on?
I have no bloody idea, but I'm just trying to figure out what the hell that is. So continue. I think it's Yassi probably. Go for it. Waske. Waske, look, 4-3. 4-3. Give me. You said 6-1-5-0. So
yeah, well, obviously we both know why I said that. So, but
no. Give me my flowers, please.
I'm not giving it, bro. Relax. You try to jinx the whole pre-match whole shebang was you just trying to jinx United for some reason. It's just weird. I don't know why. But before I say anything else, I just want to thank the higher powers and the football gods for blessing us for another day without Chelsea Football Club in the UCL. Long may this blessing continue.
Still 2021 UCL winners, man. Still one of the greatest UCL victories of all time. So it is what it is. And also, it ain't the same without us. It ain't the same without us. So
streets #amen. So 4-3 is flattering, bro. Like it's if I was a Bayern fan, I wouldn't be too gassed up about this because you lot were dog shit. It doesn't take much to beat United. At all. Like if you just do the fundamentals and basics of football, you'll beat Manchester United in 2023. That's not a problem. Especially when we have this clown in goal as well.
Don't do that. Don't do that, bro.
No. I'm sorry. These memes are like it's too. My entire timeline.
So would you want David back? You want David back?
I don't want. Listen, bro. I just want a goalkeeper. Is that too difficult? I don't need a midfielder.
Do you want Robert Sanchez? Sanchez?
No, I don't know what that guy is.
Do you want Robert? Do you want Robert Sanchez?
No, that's
Ches.
Just
you don't want Ches?
No, I don't want Ches. I don't want Ches. I don't want any of these midfielders, bro. Like these dudes are failed midfielders playing in goal. Why, bro? Why can't a goalkeeper just be a keeper? I just want a guy to
blame like I'm saying to myself that like, do you know like there's a point where like I think they had the ball in defense and Onana was like part of the defense and like the defender was like, wait, what the hell are you doing here, bro?
You gotta blame Pep. Pep made this.
No. Goalkeepers are so fundamental now than one scored yesterday.
But
no. See, but that we've seen that before. We've seen that happen before. It's not like I wasn't like
there's a meme going out that this guy has more goals than Mudryk.
Well, I mean, yeah, that guy goes for most of the Chelsea squad. So but so if I'm a Bayern fan, I'd be obviously you got the 3 points, which is the important bit, but the overall performance, leaving aside Musiala and Sane. Sane reminds me of a bit more effective version of Rashford. Like his decision making is stupid as well sometimes, but he's a little bit more effective.
Dummy.
He's a little bit more effective than Rashford. where is has Yassir dipped? Because Yassir, before the match, Yassir was tweeting he was tweeting some controversial takes, bro. He was calling Rashford a big game player.
No. You got on sister day. I mean,
so do you know what has more? Because when I'm going onto Twitter and I'm seeing United fans say, "Get Rashford off, get this lazy bum out. This guy's a bum. He's ineffective. He's useless." Is that MBE effect wearing off? Is that academy? Because literally, Rashford has been carried by that MBE academy effect.
Those fans are on Twitter.
Wait, hold on. Waske.
Nah, it's not gonna wear off, bro. Like that tax is heavy. Like the MBE plus the academy tax, like that's too much.
It's real. It's
too much. Positive for United. Højlund got his goal. No, please don't. Højlund got his goal,
and just like that, he's cursed. Yeah, exactly. He just gave him a nickname.
Don't give him a bro. The guy's got back.
Too late. He already did. You ain't gave him a nickname, bro. HH. Well, like, bro.
I thought the moose was Musiala.
Wait. If Rashford is still trash, and we call him MBE young boy, does that do anything or?
No, because NBA young boy is trash anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Oh wow. Okay, that's
okay. So it doesn't make a difference. This group is interesting because I didn't realize Galatasaray was that bad. These dudes were getting hyped up.
So basically, like my thing though is like that's why I say this result doesn't really matter for United because you should be able to navigate coping mechanism and
I don't know about that.
No, Waske. Put it this way. Hold up. If you can't beat the New York Mets Gala and coping mechanism after what they're doing, then what are we saying, bro?
No, but I still would. Honestly, I still wouldn't.
Have you listened to Emotion?
I got Emotion. Yeah. That's on.
Bro, NBA Youngboy has one good track, and that's Outside Today.
I disagree.
We're not doing this. We're not having a musical. Let's continue.
Bro, he's got more baby mamas than hits, so let's not.
Okay, you know
what? He does.
I don't know what you're talking about. I really don't know.
Yeah, I don't know if you want that smoke with these NBA young boy fans.
IFL Discovery. I see Real and Bayern, Man City winning this.
Yeah.
So you see those three teams winning it?
Yeah,
no. You said after watching
I'm with you. Yeah, no, I'm sorry. I'm with you. No. Here's the thing. It's only the first week. It's only match day 1. But I'm sorry, City are light years ahead of everyone else, bro.
HH, how can we predict though?
Wait, what is it?
And that's why I feel they won't win it, HH.
How can we predict already? Because you don't know what happens in September is different from what happens in March. Like,
no. Okay, no. Okay, I said this before that a cup competition, a cup competition, anything can happen. So my thing though is, bro, we've seen lesser teams beat much better teams in a cup competition, whether it's World Cup, Euros, or the UCL. But I'm just saying that, like on paper, City are a lot better. But because it's a cup competition, it takes one bad day. All it takes is for one bad day for an amazing team like City to pretty much be knocked out.
It's not even that. The teams that are usually favorites in September never win it. Even last season, City people were doubting City at that time. That was the time. No. City was still favorite. Don't get me wrong. City was still favorite.
City were favorite.
Haaland dropped back-to-back hat-tricks, bro. He dropped back-to-back hat-trick before that.
Yeah,
that was in the Premier League. We're talking about the Champions League.
Yes, of course, but they were favorites.
Yes, in the UCL, yes.
Now people were saying them like.
Did see? That was not our full first team. Bayern were lucky.
Oh my god, man!
Oh my!
Maybe don't do it.
What pages?
Hey, let's speak on this.
See, this is where I am with AK. I feel it was also close. Even if let's be real, even if United had their full-on team and Sancho had a psychologist next to him on the pitch, bro, they're still not beating Bayern Munich, bro. Let's be real. It's still not happening. So let's keep it a stack. Free mind. Both in form. Are you taking Sane?
Sane,
Oh my God,
we're talking about Bayern.
That's a break.
We're talking about Bayern.
I've got to go with Lira. Man.
That's insane, man. That's crazy.
Hold on,
bro, we're not going ahead until you drop a brick for yourself.
No.
We're talking about Bayern. You see SANE.
Detroit from
that's a break.
Man was a clown. Dave took up the season. Well, here's the thing, Detroit though. Let's just hope that you don't run to any Afghani people because he's on the watch list. That's what I'm saying.
You might get moderately stoned.
Yeah.
Relax.
Okay, so when you're about to throw it, there's like a dial that you have on your wrist. So
bro, there's
you
levels
onto moderate.
It's the way you flick your wrist.
I think it's the number of stones.
This is moderate. This is light.
It's the angle. It's the angles. It's about angles.
Wow.
Moderately strong.
I think it's a number of stones. Moderate equals 5, high equals 10.
AK, induct yourself, bro. AK, induct yourself, man. Just 3. City, Real Madrid, that's it. Big gaps after. Stop it. No, it's City, then a big gap.
Then a big gap.
Yeah, if you watch Real Madrid, no.
Hold up. Jay Chokin. This bans him as second faves. HH, you're on crack. Jay Chokin, first of all, go back to your original team because that's into your damn patch. That's the first thing. Second thing is look, we'll get to Real Madrid.
You know, I've forgotten this guy supports a different team. That's how long he's been in this Real Madrid.
Bro, he's been on loan for ages, bro. Wait, let me put this down. Wing, member for 21 months. Thank you, bro. Good or bad? Opa always does the high risk work.
You're the boss of Jean tonight, Dan.
Yeah, Opa Meccano is so
okay. So shout out to
Ogona
Koge, man. Shout out to Ogona Koge. No, don't do that.
Don't do that. Come on, man. Like the thing, like Onana, right?
Yo, relax, bro. Relax.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Bro, the Taliban's going off.
And for the 14 UCLs, Casemiro and his Real Madrid DNA almost made the comeback.
But guys, it was terrible today.
Does his DNA now work?
Nah, it was like Casemiro. Like I've been saying, like Ten Hag has to convert into an 8 because it's not a 6. Like him and everything. That's the root. Like
Casemiro as an 8.
Yeah, because
wait. Hold on.
Casemiro was terrible.
Kenny, talk to me. Kenny.
BMF, I thought Mason Mount was it.
Kenny.
Yeah. Obviously, you already showed my AVI. The Man United started quite well. But yeah, obviously at this point, like Champions League, like this type of game is moments, and that as soon as he made that mistake, you even saw his reaction. Like you can see the guy was, the guy was
because you can tell when your team is playing well and when you're like, oh, I really just screwed up for my team majorly.
Yeah, you could see his reaction, and then after just the second goal it was quite in quick succession. I was like, cool. I thought after the first time, I thought it might get a bit worse. But then they scored early, so I was like, maybe they might come back. But for me, like second half, Bayern played, did dump. Like Manu barely got any chances. But the few chances they got in the second half, they actually scored. So it was cool. But I think Bayern deserved the win. I think it was probably a 4-2 would have been maybe fairer. Or 4-2
I mean, did you expect more from Bayern?
Not really, because I watched them against Leverkusen. I was like, it was a close game. I was like, I don't really see like this dominant side. They have the players there, but I don't see them like controlling games crazy. So like, I wasn't surprised when I watched them today that it was a struggle of a game. But obviously, they still have some. They do have individual quality. Musiala was the best player on the pitch, or Sane was decent as well. So yeah, they have the individual quality, but as a collective, I'm not seeing the. Like I don't know Tuchel, because usually you have a strong. I'm not seeing a strong defense, and then offensively as well, I'm not really seeing like this crazy. Like they don't have like crazy control of the game as well. So I'm like, I don't know what Tuchel is trying to do right now. But we'll see, man. But yeah, but that's about it. But
Nobody
yeah, man, you
knows.
honest.
Nobody knows.
Can I speak about this?
Yeah, Zeman, talk with Zeman.
Yeah.
I was gonna say,
But
like,
quickly, Zeman. I warned you guys about Onana. You guys were hyping up Onana and all that stuff.
Onana will be fine. That'll be fine.
Kenny,
I
relax.
told-
Give
Like
him-
it's just
no. Kenny, give him the
point
season
about
because
that.
remember, De Gea was also making dumb mistakes.
Bro,
So don't
people
think
think
that
like
David was
you-
so
Oh,
good.
the
No.
Hold on. Zeman.
Yeah, I was gonna say Bayern's
be
big
Nigerian.
problem that the Bayern's biggest problem that nobody's talking about is their midfield, man. It's non-existent. It's so easy to get passed by. And I feel like only having like a double pivot does nothing for you because I'll be honest, Kimmich is not a DM. As much as he likes to think that he's a DM, he's not a DM. He's the type of player you have along with a DM, and his DM happens to be a drug abuser of the steroids type. So when you have, for me, that midfield isn't going to do anything for them.
German
Like,
Pogba.
they have to get past that.
Wait,
And I
hold
just
on.
look at.
Wait, no. Sorry, Zeman.
You see, I was about to say.
No. Hold on. Backlog. That's a yellow. No, because I said play on, no other advantage. I brought the play back yellow. So Zeman, continue.
Yeah,
There's an Afghan rules, man.
Not to also mention like the right back. I don't understand why he's playing a midfielder on the right back when he has a natural right back.
Don't ask me.
And Mizrahi, it just doesn't make sense to me. And it's just like, and plus you don't have a midfielder, so why would you play the guy that could occupy that midfield position, which you keep getting beat in transitions and the right back position? You're just giving space to Rashford. They're lucky that Rashford doesn't have, he wears a helmet. They're lucky that Rashford isn't a thinker, because if he was, man, that game would have been dicey for them. But I agree with.
So you're saying Rashford is trash?
No, I mean, no. His decision making is awful, man. Let's be honest, man. His decision making is awful. I don't know why nobody's talking. Yeah, Casemiro scored, but Casemiro had a poor game.
Exactly.
Poor. Everyone in the midfield. Bruno, poor. He was very poor. Like these guys couldn't control.
No, because if you remember, it was Bruno's messed up pass to Garnacho that pretty much led to that tail goal.
Yeah, that's it.
We're still waiting for that shot. We're still waiting for that shot as well for that goal.
Wait, Zeman.
But hold on, you see, this is why ratings are trash.
I know, Zeman.
Yeah. Also, I kind of agree in the sense that yes, Bayern should be the team that feel more upset than Man United, if I'm being honest, because the way they were conceding those goals were silly. It was silly goals to concede for a team like them. But at the same time, I never felt like Man United were going to come back. At no point did I feel that way, because I felt like Bayern were just playing around way too much in the final third. Like they weren't decisive in the final third, and they felt too comfortable. They were just passing it back and forth, and they were just waiting for time to pass by. Maybe because, recently these guys have been going back and forth and conceding goals and scoring goals. They were trying to slow down the game. But at the same time, Bayern, it's just, I'll be honest, like they desperately need to do whatever they need to do in order to get a DM. That's the one main signing that they need going into the. And Man United, it's getting dicey for you guys, man. Ten Hag is on the ropes.
Okay. Ben, real quick, I'll take you to
this game, where the way I looked at this game was it's in moments, Eriksen and Casemiro as our double pivot was literally I was literally saying, talk to some guys like a few days ago. I was like, I'm not, like, if I'm 10 out, you can't play that midfield against Bayern. Like, that's so stupid. Eriksen losing 5 duels and never won to do. Casemiro losing out of 9, he only won 3. That's 36%. If I did my maths right. And like those moments, like you just losing duels and not winning your duels, it just makes the game, chaotic, and you couldn't control the game. We couldn't go back to our right tempo. Like for me,
so was this on Ten Hag or the players?
It was both. Like this, I would say so. Like second half, right? If I'm 10 out, we already know what as a United fan that's been watching us from like last season, right? You take Eriksen up and you bring Tomine up because it's physicality. We just need players that can win their duels, and he just kept Eriksen. We just scored the goal, right? Look at the third goal Bayern scored with the pen, right? Look at before we considered the pen. look at what Eriksen did. We just scored the goal, right? 2-1. This guy was taking forever to pass the ball. Then 3 Bayern players just get the ball off him. Then they won the counter. Then, the corner kick happened and we considered the pen. I'm like, that's like those mistakes. Like, that's literally what cost us the game. I thought the game plan was literally perfect on, but going to like the next couple of games, we can't see Eriksen and Casemiro. Like, Casemiro is, I've been saying his legs are gone. Like, it's not the same play that it was at Real Madrid.
But his Real Madrid DNA. DNA. Why do you hate it?
HH always says this: when a Brazilian player is over 30, you start to see the decline.
No, that's if you're an attacking superstar.
Oh, my fault. But you start to see like the guy was just like it's not the same play that it was, because I was expecting, if this is not about him trying to control the game, like I'm expecting the guy to win his duels, like his 1v1 duels. This guy got dribbled 5 times by Musiala. Like Musiala was literally raw dogging him every time.
Wait. What?
Paul,
bro. No.
Wait a minute.
That's where we draw the line. I've seen people use lube, like
but I don't know. That's him.
I literally Casemiro was just literally pissing me off because I'm like, you just outrun and people trying to blame like Bruno for that 4 goal, right? Bruno. Yeah, like Bruno, like he was awful today. I don't think people trying to say Rashford was terrible. I don't think Rashford was not terrible. I thought he actually put in a decent shape. He was tracking back. The one chance on the
does he have a football brain? Does Rashford have a football brain?
He does, but the thing is, he has to be more consistent with it. Like that's the thing with Rashford. Like
can you give YSK yellow?
This is your 7.
No. That's what I was about to say. Like, YSK, that's it. Like, YSK, that's crazy. That's a yellow.
Yeah, that's this is
that's good.
The thing with Rashford is he can make good decision making, but the thing is he has to be more consistent with. Like that's the problem. He's too inconsistent. Sometimes he make the right decision, sometimes he doesn't. But today I thought he actually he was waiting for the overlap, was waiting for the underlap. He made the right pass.
Rashford would never learn though. This is 7 years into his professional career. Like
what? And
7 years, man.
Rashford was terrible.
Oh my God.
Rashford didn't do anything today. He was
he created the chance that we scored the first goal. Like it's literally like people trying to say like it was like if you actually watch the game, he actually did what I expected him to what Rashford was supposed to do, which is be our attacking threat. Run at
How much of a threat was he?
Wait, BMF.
He was a threat to himself.
Wait, BMF. What did you say? What did you say?
Wait, hold on, Waske.
Wait, BMF. Did you just say his role is to run at the fullback?
I didn't. I said he actually did what. Yeah, he literally. Did we watch this? Did we watch the wrong game? Because Rashford literally dribbled his fullback 5 times today. He literally
wait. So that was a good game. That was a good performance from him. Then, yeah.
I didn't say that was. I didn't say that was a good. I said he actually was decent today. I didn't say he actually had a great performance today. I say he was decent today. Like this.
Oh, come on.
You're
trolling. You're trolling.
That's an average. Average.
I mean, St. Maxim might have been world class.
You're trolling.
I'm not trolling because
that's not even a right.
Now look at this.
BMF, they say that I should cut your mic, but I would stop. They say that I should cut your mic.
I don't know why.
They're saying guys that I should take you off the stage. I should cut your mic.
Why your expectation of Rashford? Did you say that this was a decent game? Because
I said
what are the standards for him?
The standard was his standards was.
I'm gonna start making mic have static very soon, bro. If you say something sensible, bro, I'm gonna cut your mic.
Wait, because how old is he? Because this guy is gonna be a forever young player. Like he's Loftus Cheeks and this guy. Like, let's be real. Like.
You know what?
Yeah, because Rashford is supposed to be in his prime. Because this guy, this forever young, like this guy is getting old.
Forever young. Before we move to our next topic, BMF, you must convince the panel and the streets that Rashford is a footballer and not a road runner.
Yeah, the guy
convince us that he's a footballer and not a road runner. Convince us.
He's aging, but his brain is still 17.
Wait. Okay, BMF. Okay, explain.
That's disrespectful. But like it was dissing to the I don't know why people it was dissing to the, in my opinion. Like he was doing
he was a track star, man. Let's just call it.
He was doing because people trying to bro. Pelestri, look at this. Pelestri,
get paid.
What United would be doing?
Was that like a country rendition or something?
It should be booked. Did you see Kenny have
that's a yellow, bro. That's a yellow. I'm sorry.
That's a yellow.
That's a yellow for Kenny. That's a yellow for Kenny.
Nigeria's Got Talent, man. What is this? Like,
no, Kenny didn't have a nice
Yeah, but moving on from this, I think Amrabat is going to be a big help because in that midfield because we can't have everything.
Okay. Now I'm going to check my mic off now. Okay, so what's it called? Okay, go for it, Elijah. Real quick.
Wait, quickly. I have a question. Quickly, did you guys think it was a penalty?
Because we have to move to Real Madrid. So,
Kenny, you're on the wrong show, bro. You're on.
Well, I don't know. No, but did you guys think it was a penalty? I don't know because people are complaining.
I've just been waiting patiently.
Go for it. Elijah, real quick, go for it.
Damn, I'm getting okay. Can you pull up my AVI, please?
I'm not sure though whether I want to, but I think people can see it because I'm not sure how YouTube feels about the guy on the right. But keep going though.
Okay, cool. I think me personally, it's got to start with that clown right there on the left. This is what happens when you talk shit. And if you guys didn't read the article previously, this guy was talking about
Davis, right?
Alphonso Davies, yeah, and basically calling him trash.
Shit about your own
a trash defender. That's what
he basically called Alphonso Davies trash, and then he had the gall, the audacity, the the courage to muster up and say that Pelestri could basically lace his shoe. Yeah, this is a disgrace. I am drinking United tears tonight. Yeah, that's
wait, Elijah, on that. You know what?
That's This is Dobbs. So shout out to MK who says, I'm a Barca fan, but need to put more respect on Arsenal. We'll get to Arsenal. Don't worry, we're going to get to Arsenal 100%. You don't judge Real Madrid in the group stage, knockout matches. I have a lot to say about Real Madrid. Just you wait. Yeah. I've got a lot to say. Yasser Said, I'm not going to lie to you. As a United fan, I'm happy. 1-0 away to the Alliance isn't a bad. What?
What?
1-0.
That's a red. That's a red from distance. That's a red from distance.
No. How do you have oral
six game ban?
How many
Abdallah, no. Abdallah, you have competition. Bro. Abdallah, I think it's going to be a runoff between Abdallah and Yasser.
He's not GA.
No. But Ziman, you say this though. All Core needs is one game. Core just needs one masterclass game to end.
Core is what
Core just needs one. Just one.
Wait, was it? What? Yes, did Jesse just hold a brick while he's on the road driving?
Okay.
Halfway line.
So Gaffer, let me come to you. So Gaffer, come to you first with this. So now, let me just tell you what happened. So Real Madrid struggling against the Berlin Wall. So they're trying to say what's up, and Union Berlin, they were holding firm, but eventually they scored. And Jude Bellingham, right place, right time, tap it. All I did was tweet out Jude Bellingham, full stop. Then Barca fans are like, oh my gosh, the goal was overrated. It's only a tap-in. And then this Barca fan said, I thought that you were all about the eye test. This guy hardly passes the eye test. So it was a tap-in, unsubscribed. And I was like, hang on.
Okay, bye-bye.
This is a 20-year-old who has this is a 20-year-old in 3 games, already surpassed Hazard's entire career in 3 games.
Well,
this is a 20-year-old.
I gotta be honest.
Okay, I know, thank you. For the biggest club in the world, who right now, yet again, has come in clutch. Right place, right time. And here's the thing, this ain't Haaland. If you watch the game, he could have had like 2 assists because there was one great pass he gave to Joselu, and Joselu just missed by a few inches. So when you actually watch the game, it's not him only scoring goals. See, what Bellingham is this. I prefer Felix as a player, as a footballer overall. But what Bellingham is that he is a guy who is effective within the context of a game. So he's a guy who, right place, right time, right player, right moment. He is an effective player. And when you're dealing in a level like this ain't futsal. This ain't Ringa Roses. This is high-level professional football. You pick the effective guy over anything else. Now, if you're effective and talented, great, which is what's made Dino amazing because he was talented and effective. But effective comes before talent without any effect. And I'm sorry, he's a 20-year-old scoring G's. I've said it before, he ain't no Zidane. He'll never be Zidane. And there are other players who I think are better. But I'm sorry, for a 20-year-old to come to a stage like Real Madrid and deliver is huge. And here's the thing, there's people who don't understand football. There is a skill to be the right place at the right time. And I said the difference between him and Haaland is all Haaland does is score goals and tap-ins. That's it. Bellingham makes plays. Bellingham makes passes. Bellingham beats his man. And Bellingham is providing for other guys. So he's doing a lot more than that street trunk. So Gatlock, talk to me about this whole Jude Bellingham thing. Is he overhyped? Is it too much hype? Or should we give this guy kudos as a 20-year-old coming onto the biggest stage in football, delivering when his team needs him? And also keeping in mind that this is a Real Madrid team that they're not winning no UCL. Now, I get it. The last time we saw Benzema, he looked like a drunk, deadbeat dad who fell over himself during a 1v1 in the Saudi Pro League. It is what it is. But when Benzema did his thing, he was that dude. So, Gatlock, talk to me.
Bellingham, you see, here's the thing. I remember what you're trying to reach, obviously. And I remember when this guy was linked to Real Madrid, he was bought for, I think it was 100, right? Mm-hmm. Nobody else, and people were like, it's too much and stuff like that. So nobody really expected him to have this kind of impact this early. That's the thing. We'll see how the rest of the season goes. But it is nice to see that a guy banking on himself going to Real Madrid and he's popping off. That's the thing.
Bob, what do you say about his critics that he's overrated, he's not really that good, tap-it land, he's a tap-it merchant, while all the hype is overhyped?
It's the same thing I was expecting, and I was saying about the whole United Bayern game. I think people already had their drafts for this guy's downfall. They already had an idea of what he's going to do there, which means he's going to try, but he's going to flop eventually. That's what they were expecting. They didn't get that. And yes, it was a tap-in, but we're looking at the whole picture here. The tap-in is just like the cherry on top. It's not like, it's what he's doing, basically. It could have been anybody else. I think there was another, I think Joselu was right there, but he was the one that kicked that ball in, and he was there to get the tap-in, basically. He was there. And the thing is, people are just criticizing him because they want him to feel lesbian. And like you said, HH, these are Barca fans. They were expecting him to feel, or they
I'm
were
not
wanting
a
him to
Barca
feel.
fan.
Or they were wanting him to feel, and he's not feeling. And that's the thing. I'm just happy that this guy is breaking the stereotypes that I know of England fans just staying in England. This guy is actually going there, and he's doing it. That's the thing. I don't look Real Madrid are poor. Let's keep it so. Real Madrid are poor, but he's the shining light in this team. That's right now.
Okay, hold on. So expand on that. You said they're poor in terms of what? Expand on that.
In terms of the attack, I see Joselu, and the fact that Bellingham the one that's scoring all the goals, it's not gonna be sustainable. They're not going to win a Champions League.
I mean, Rodrigo should have scored at least 2. So here he missed a lot of chances, Rodrigo. So, yeah, but they're missing Vini.
Rodrigo is a winger. Rodrigo is a winger. They need to get like a Taremi in January or somebody to just be a goal scorer, because Bellingham doing it by himself is not sustainable. He's doing well right now, but there will come that part of the season where he won't be that good. But as of now, he's doing well, and I'm actually happy for the guy, man.
Can I speak on the Jude?
Okay, let's
speak. Can I speak?
Yeah. Someone to come to you. Why escape? Talk to me.
Man, look how many people want to speak on my boy, man.
Wait, no, Westgate. You can only have one. So, are you a Haaland? You can only have one FC. I'm João Felix FC. So, are you Haaland FC or Jude FC? Choose one.
I'm FC Gid. As you can see, the eye test is overrated. It's funny that two guys.
No, it isn't.
Can I land? So I find it hilarious that two guys that supposedly fails the eye test are number 1 and 2 in the world right now. So your eye test guys they're not looking good, bro. Apart from that the licks, the owl in Catalonia right now, he's the only guy. Rodrigo. We might have to add Rodrigo to the list of fake Brazilians. I'm convinced that guy is like South Asian or something like that. He's from that part of the world. Like the way this guy struggles to finish opportunities is because he should have had at least 2 Gs today.
Yes.
He should have had it.
So, but what do you talk about? Because again, guys in the streets are saying tapping land. He's just a tapping merchants, all that kind of stuff.
Well, he can't be tapping land is I think directed at my boy Earl. Which is unfair because as a striker, he's supposed to. I don't know why.
No. The same thing about Jude. All his goals are tap-ins.
So what? That's 3 tap-ins. Three clutch tap-ins. Where are your players scoring 3 clutch tap-ins? Show me. Like I don't see your favorite, your goats. Where are they? Where are they scoring clutch goals like this? I don't see that happening. This guy's a midfield. Are we forgetting that this guy is a midfielder?
Cool.
He's not actually.
Is he though? Is he though?
He is. Is he though?
Wait, actually, what is he if he's not a midfielder?
Wait, hold on. If he's not a midfielder, what is he?
I don't think he's a central midfielder. What I think a central midfielder is who can control the rhythm of a game like Pedri.
Okay, he's an
attacker. No, he's not that kind of player.
Okay, wait.
He's not that kind of player.
He's more
you know, for somebody who has Muller in his team, I'll think that you actually understand what Bellingham is doing for Real Madrid.
I have a question.
Wait.
He's just overhyped. He's just overhyped. He's just a Lampard.
This is exactly what I said.
That's important.
I'm sorry.
I don't understand how anybody can say that. A guy who we all thought was going to flop, a guy who we said that, man, are you sure you want to go to Real Madrid? He has literally now in back-to-back games scored winning goals and he's already outscored Hazard. How are you saying he's overhyped? He's already done so far.
I think he's overhyped by the English media. I know he's a talent. I know he's gonna be a great player.
No, I don't think. No.
They're gonna see him as the next Messi, as the new one that is gonna be.
No one said no. Majors.
English media is overhyping them.
No one says that. That's why I don't know which English measure you watch.
Nobody has. No.
That's a break take.
You see why I said people already had their draft.
He said, "Matthew, who has been overhyping?" Oh God, what is
the English media? If you see it,
wait, are you disrespecting Rooney? Let's not.
They called him the white Pele.
No, they did. They
called it the white Pele. Okay, but continue.
Listen, bro, he's not. He's a midfielder. 6 Gs in 6 games, and 3 of those Gs are clutch game-winning goals. This he's not supposed to be doing this. 20 years of age. Who else do you know at 20? Is coming in clutch for team. I can't remember
for
a
Real Madrid. Wesley, thank you. You have to put everything into account.
He's age 20.
Who cares?
Oh my God!
That's a break. Equality.
I don't give a damn whether you're the only lady on here, man. Everyone gets breaks, but I don't give it.
So I kind of respect this level of hate, man.
This is hate. Nah, I'm sorry, man.
Bro, listen.
Keep cooking.
Hold on. Before YC says, this is why I said people have their draft and they just can't complete this thing.
That's the thing. No, because thank you. Everybody is like, no, he was meant to fail. He's trash and everything. And let's be real, he is far exceeding expectations because what he's doing for a 20-year-old, where you're literally winning games for Real Madrid, like, no, it's can't.
He's been Real Madrid's best player.
Bro, context.
I don't understand where the hatred is coming from. Because the thing, no one said he's Zidane. No one said he's even freaking Gucci. No one said that. But for what he is, he's like an impact player. And guys, I'm sorry. I thought we're here about winning games.
I have a question.
Can I talk about it?
Can I speak on this?
Yeah. YSK, AK, then Zeman. YSK.
What he's doing is for again, context is key for the expectation that we had. Expectation that the general consensus was he's going to go there, he's going to flop. That was the general consensus. I don't want guys turning around now saying, "Oh, I knew all along that Bellingham was going to succeed." No, you didn't. You did not know he was going to do this. If anyone tells me he was going to score 3 clutch goals in the space of 6 games, you're a liar. Like no one actually thought he was going to do this well. So, and the fact that we need to look at Hazard's time at Real Madrid in a bit more depth.
No, we don't.
No, we actually need to investigate. We need to investigate further because this man forget 6 games in 3 games. In his first 3 games.
Can I ask you a question? Why are we talking like Hazard is a benchmark? There was no mark at all.
Yeah.
No, Gallo. We're not gonna do that because he was supposed to take on Cristiano's mantle at Real Madrid. He was handed the number 7 shirt. We don't even mention that guy's name, that clown Mariano. I don't know how he got the number 7, but we don't. It was Cristiano, and then it was Zard. Zard was supposed to take on that mantle. And then he became the cover star for Burger King.
Hold on, YSK, but this was something that Kenny mentioned. Would it be too crazy to say that Bellingham has been Real Madrid's best player so far?
Yeah, of course. He has been the best. He has been the best player.
Yeah. So and again, my thing though is that for a 20, and that's the key thing, and that's what Gatlock said. People had their drafts already written out, as Gatlock just said, and people were looking for him to fail. And I'm sorry, he's 20. When did Cristiano move to Real Madrid? He was what, 25 or 24?
24.
Yeah, he was
24.
He was 24 when he moved there. Like, my thing is that this is a 20-year-old coming to Real Madrid under that massive price tag with people waiting for you to fail.
One last thing on Bellingham. Context is key. Now, you can say it happens all you want, but if you watch this guy's play from minute 1 to minute 90, bro, he's involved in all the play. Like, he creates multiple chances. It's not his fault that Jose Lu is a brick. Like, that's not.
He created that chance for Jose Lu. Jose Lu missed it. So yeah.
Bro, that's not his problem. This guy creates chances. Their best player from last season, Vinny, is out, and I don't know when he's coming back. I think he's got another a week or 2 before he comes back. And he stepped up his game, and he's involved in the whole game. So to say that he's just doing tap-ins, but you sound like an idiot because he's involved from minute 1 to minute 90. He's involved in the entire game. And he's going to be crucial. I don't think Madrid is going to win. If Carlo wins, if Don Carlo wins the Champions League with Jose Lu.
Oh yeah, no, that's Doi. That's Doi.
That's Doi.
That's Doi. Okay, so let me bring in AK. Talk to me about AK.
Okay.
I mean, firstly, I want to say shout out to the workers' union. I thought they were gonna be terrible. The defensively they're pretty good.
Yeah,
pretty good.
They were solid, man.
They may make it out this group, considering what I saw with Napoli today. They may make it out. On Real Madrid, I think they played well. The build-up was good. It's unfortunate that they have a toilet in front of toilet as their starting striker and not an actual a human. Unfortunately, that toilets don't score goals, as you know, and Jose Lu did not score any goals. I think on Bellingham, he's not overrated. Like, this guy is scoring clutch goals.
They're saying it's tap-ins. They're saying it's tap-ins and he doesn't. Basically, they're saying that he doesn't pass the eye test. Would you
rather be Enzo Fernandez and lose fucking 25 games for Chelsea and still complete 100% of your passes, or would you be Bellingham and score tap-ins to win your team games?
That
Chelsea
that,
did
that,
it.
that was
Enzo
unnecessary.
Fernandez
That was
That's
unnecessary.
Chelsea. That was
honestly,
we had
You gotta enjoy the referee.
yeah, that's true. Yeah,
AK,
that's
mention anyone else.
AK, I respect the
Yeah.
hate, man. The hate is unreal. I respect
Yeah,
it.
come on, man.
That was crazy.
I mean, you say it's harsh, but it's true. I'd rather win my team games rather than complete 100% pass completion every single time. So, like, it's not overrated. He's literally the main goal scorer for his team because his team freaking has a toilet up front. So, like, I mean, this isn't overrated. This is a guy who's come into Real Madrid, settled in faster than anybody I can remember. Like, who and have any of Real Madrid's youngsters settled in this quickly as this guy?
No way. No.
At least, for example, Camavinga, Chouameni, it took them at least a year.
Bro, Vinny took
You know,
two and a half
that's
years.
actually-
Vinny
AK.
took 2.5 years.
It's true. AK just hits a crucial point. And I want to see all of you haters in the streets respond to what AK said. We know how long it took for Vinny. Camavinga is still trying to say what's up. Chouamani as well. This guy from game one has already slotted in and fitted in well. So just think about that for a guy that young to come in and already have an impact. Well, all the guys around his age, possibly even older than him, it took them about a year or so to really get grasp. That's something.
And he had more pressure than them as well.
And way more pressure with the heavier price tag. I say, see, now if you're going to deny that, what AK said, then you're just being a hater. Then you're just being a hater.
And like,
so hold on, AK continue. And then come to you.
I mean, I think today his performance like wasn't that great. He scored a goal, but his overall performance wasn't that great. But in the last
He was
games, in
not
every
good today.
La Liga game, he's been very good. He's not just scored a goal and like and like disappeared from the game
against trash La Liga teams.
Okay, so Samasi, calm down. I know you're a Bayern fan, and his comments would have insulted you, but it's okay. He's still a premier young player, one of the best in the world, and one of the best young players in the world. And keep in mind, he's doing this for Real Madrid, so.
I find it funny that this guy just scored against a German Bundesliga team, but
and like I mean,
bro, Bayern's challenges this season, man.
I mean, so like I don't think he's not overrated in any way. He's a very, very good player, and we're settled in very well.
Hokage, talk to me your thoughts on the Jude.
Yeah,
please,
I don't really get.
No, I'm sorry, take that back.
Okay, on Jude Jeremiah Bellingham, Esquire.
Thank you.
Oh God, we're doomed.
The Jew. Anyway,
wait, did you say the Jew?
Whoa! Hey! Why you heard that to her?
Keep talking. Okay, keep talking. Yeah, so Jude.
Yeah, I don't get why. I don't know why Samasi's hating so much. Like, he's a quality player. Just accept it. Like, and I feel like I don't know if Samasi saw a tweet about Bellingham is clear Musiala. Why can't we just? This guy is 20 years old at Real Madrid, has won them 9 points, 3 clutch goals. You guys, this is crazy. This is unheard of. Cristiano didn't do this shit. He didn't do this. And Jude is a midfielder, and he's 20 years old. And what's scary to me, HH, is what I saw Bellingham at Dortmund. He learned from he learned from his elders. He respects his elders. HH, this guy's learning from Modric. He's learning from Kroos. And in this future Real Madrid midfield, he's surrounded by Camavinga, Chouameni, and Valverde. HH is scary. It's scary.
No, because I think what I admire is because it's what I said before. Because I said that you're young from Dortmund. Are you sure you really want to come to Real Madrid where it's either sink or swim? So the fact that he bet on himself and it's his mentality is like this guy just has no fear, and it's just how confident he is for a guy so young, and how it's like, my team needs me, I'm going to get a goal. And here's the thing, Hokage, a lot of these guys speaking, I don't think they've ever played football before, because it takes a particular mentality to get that goal, because it's about reading the game, being in the right place at the right time. I've always said with Haaland, I don't think he passes the ISIS, but as a goal scorer, he's bloody amazing, because there's a skill to having it happen. It's not just a tap in, it's about position, right at the right time, take a gamble, keep myself here, boom. Because you have to read the game and have a footballing awareness of what's happening to be in that place for it to happen. So there's so much work that has to
Yeah.
go through before you get that tapping.
Yeah.
Right?
So and to hate on him, like he was great this game, the full 90. I mean, he was a presence the whole time. You guys talked about the ball, the beautiful ball to Jose Lu in like the 14th, 15th minute. That was a beautiful ball, and yet people are out here denying his talent. Come on, it's ridiculous. It's like I don't see, like, just appreciate him. Appreciate Bellingham. Musiala was amazing today. Appreciate Musiala. These guys are 20 years old. Yeah, HH, I'm 22. I physically can't hate on someone younger than me. I can't. It's cringe. I please don't hate on teenagers. It's kind of sad. So listen,
no, you can't.
Bro, it's difficult for Chelsea fans. It is what it is.
Listen.
No, Hokage, it's the thing though.
Yeah.
We can because he fits our age range. Bellingham, so you know.
HH, we also have to talk about Bonucci.
Can I speak about it?
We also have to talk about Bonucci today.
Oh yeah. No, okay. I mean, finish your point, Hokage, then come to Ziman. Hokage.
But yeah, I think Real Madrid, their midfield is set. I think Real Madrid's going to be a situation where wait till Vinny comes back, wait for them to gel more. Listen, Bellingham's only been here for 2 months. He's not even fully immersed in this Madrid team. He's not even in the midst of the season. Wait for it to develop. Same thing I said for Bayern. Wait for the season to go on, because these teams will improve. Union is a great defensive team. I won't hold them only winning 1-0. Union does this to teams. They're the German Berlin Wall. It's like the Great Wall of China. Oh wait, no, Germany had a wall. I forgot. Yeah, they're literally the Berlin Wall. But yeah.
Mods, time out money, please. Mods, time out money.
Drop a break, man. So that's what I didn't know that's a contract.
I forgot. Anyway, yeah, that's all.
Wait, okay. What's called Elijah?
Mods, put money in timeout. Mods.
Oh no. Vice guy saw that. I saw that as well. That's crazy. But Elijah, continue.
Yeah, I have a question. I have 2 questions that tie in together. One, what is the object of football? I just want you guys to answer that question.
Elijah.
No. You see where I'm?
There's no 2 answers. There's no 2 answers. There's only 1 answer.
Yes, there are. Now, Elijah.
No, there isn't. No, there isn't.
Is it? No. Okay.
Elijah. It's also entertainment.
Wait. Okay. Here's the answer is to score goals and to have the lala.
Hold on. What is the first one, HH?
Lala goal.
No.
No. That's the object is Lala goal. That the object is
when you say the most important is to put the ball in
Nigeria did that.
or whatever you say. Let's do it.
It's a lot. Okay, you should ask me this question. The object of football is Lala goal.
Nigeria played Lala goal.
Yeah, just move away.
So the object of football is to score goals, right?
Yes.
Why in the world in 2023 are we still complaining about the style of goals if the object of the game is to score goals?
No. Okay, I'll tell you what.
Let me finish.
Wait.
Let him cook.
I'm hearing this. He's a tapping merchant. He's this. He's that. He's the third. But if it's other people, you'll complain. But if it's a player on your team that is scoring the tap-ins, you won't complain.
Oh no. That's simple. No, come on. Football is a hypocrisy. Football fans are literally the biggest hypocrites because Elijah, the only people that had an issue with my tweet were Barca fans. That was, and you knew because I could read their name like Patel FCB, Nermit FCB, Shegu FCB. They were all Barca fans.
But that's the internet. That's the internet. Like if you post a good thing about Pedri, I'm sure there'll be Real Madrid fans on your comments.
100%. Led by me.
No, if you're hated like that, that means you're doing something good.
Elijah.
I'm just saying, as long as bro is putting the ball in the net and his team is winning games, why don't we just give him credit for what he's doing on the field instead of being so picky and so discrediting because of the style of the goal? We do the same. Hold on. Okay. We do the same with Haaland. We do the same with a ton of prolific
H has been doing that for Cristiano for his career. So
thank you very much. We do the same thing with any kind of prolific goal scorer.
Shameless.
Giroud?
For me, the game is simple. The game is simple. Just put the ball in the net for me, and I want us to win games and win trophies. That's it.
But Elijah, there's a context of it. And like, let me come to people's response. What there will be is, if a certain player is hyped to be the next big thing, there are certain expectations they have. So I think the issue with Jude Bellingham is, he's the next best thing. We must see. So he must be like Messi or Neymar. Let's see the dribbling. Let's see the pirouettes. Let's see the technique. Let's see the amazing play. Let's see what Modric should be doing. And that's what people have, because people have their certain expectations if you put them up to be a certain player. But my response to that is...
that doesn't make sense, because if the object is to score and win games, then you should be fine with no matter how the ball goes in. At the end of the 90 minutes, as long as my team win games, I am perfectly fine with that. And I believe that Jude deserves a ton of credit for what he's doing right now.
Yes.
Personally, I didn't put expectations on him. I backed him to go do his thing because he didn't want to come to England. I would love if he played for my club, but he didn't. But I backed him, and he's proving people wrong. I think the issue is people are not giving him his flowers at this time. Same with people like Haaland. He's not really getting his flowers if we really deep it. People who are just doing their job. Their job is just to score goals. You don't have to always have the technique, the lala, but as long as you're doing your job and your team is winning games, you should be getting credit. Am I wrong here?
No, you are not wrong, because, and that's my issue with them. I was just trying to play devil's advocates, but because my thing is, Elijah, context is key. He's 20 years old.
Absolutely.
He is just starting off. Not everybody is going to be Messi. Not everybody is going to be Neymar. Not everybody is going to be Zidane. Different players do different things. And you have to just look at the fact of he's 20 years old. He's coming against Real Madrid, where many people, including myself, thought that he wouldn't succeed or he wouldn't be impactful so early. And he's being impactful extremely early. So my thing is to turn around and be like, this guy has just scored. I think this is the third time he scored the winning goal.
Yes.
I believe.
Yes.
Also, HH, he's doing his role. Like,
he's doing his job.
Yeah, if he played in a 4-3-3 as a deeper midfield, maybe you'd see more dribbling, more passing, more all of that. He's the most advanced midfielder in the diamond midfield.
I don't think that's his role though. He's doing his role, but if you want him to drop deep and be that type of player, you're taking something away from his game. So it's just like.
But Z-Man.
No. It's like this, right? When it comes to Jude, this is the way I look at him, right? He is of a certain profile, and you have to acknowledge what he is as a player. Which is, for me, I see him as more of a Frank Lampard, a guy that could do certain things in each phases, but that's more of a master of the final third. Like, that's the guy you want in your final third. And he's doing his job, and I give him all the credit in the world. I do think he should be praised in that sense.
No, Ziman, I'm going to stop you. Ziman, you can't say he's Lampard. You can't say he's Lampard because Lampard wasn't doing this.
No. My whole point is he's the profile of Lampard. I never said he was like for Lampard in terms of the type of player he is. But at the same time, you have to give him credit in that sense. You have to give him all the credit in the world for what he's doing at Real Madrid. I disagree with the people that are just like, oh, he's scoring again and all of that, and like attacking him for being a goal scorer. That's his job. Like he's doing what the system was created. Carlos even said it best. The manager, he said that his best position is as close as he can get to the attackers. And let's be honest, they need that. Real Madrid need that.
Yes,
because they have no forwards whatsoever that are clinical. Even I mean, the expectation was Rodrigo has to step up. Vinny has to step up in terms of goal scoring. That's the expectation behind it. And I feel like with Jude Bellingham, he's keeping them alive in that sense. And I feel like when it comes to Real Madrid overall, I don't think this is sustainable, reliant on Jude Bellingham in that sense. Because because to rely on one player to score week in, week out when he's to rely on him to score week in, week out when he's not your main striker, not even your main winger. So at that point, other players have to step up, and that's what Real Madrid have to do, because this is like this can't continue for them. It's not sustainable.
No. And also, see, the big thing that I saw is from Benzema to Joselu, it's a massive change, because really Benzema was not just a goal scorer, he was a playmaker, and he would come in deep and really bring guys into the game. Joselu doesn't have that ability, so he's an alternate attacker. So for Joselu, just look at how he got the goal in the last La Liga game. He has supply. Joselu isn't going to go past 2-3 guys and score like Benzema used to do. So my thing is that you're losing a lot from the kind of game that Benzema really brought into it. Let me hit some Dubinsky's, and I want to hear from Nomad and the rest of these dudes, man. Let me see what those streets are saying, man. So, shout out to Dwayne Anekwe. HH, Jude definitely passes the eye test. #clutch. Does he pass the eye test? I think he does. Now, he doesn't score high. He passes the eye test, but he doesn't score high. So, does anyone say that he fails the eye test?
I don't think he does.
I don't really care about the eye
test.
test.
Hold on.
I swear, like...
So you say he doesn't pass the eye test?
Wait, can you hear me correctly?
Yeah, we hear you. We can hear you, bro.
Oh yeah, see, maybe like the eye test is subjective to anybody for how you rate it for each and every player. But for example, when I compare it to a Pedri or a Musiala, like it's not necessarily a player that makes me enjoy the game necessarily. I'll speak towards it a bit more later, but he's not necessarily a player that flashes my eyes and I'm gonna say, oh wow, what a player, you know what I mean?
Okay, that's fair. Okay, just 3. HH eating his words. Jude is a true special player. Look, at this moment in time, but remember, there's an El Clasico to come next month. There are tougher games to lie ahead. You have to see what he does throughout the season, and let's see what now does in big games. So far, it's amazing. I didn't expect this, but it's a season. So let's see what happens through the plethora of entire season.
As long as he makes it to the El Clasico, unlike your boy Zad, who actually didn't even make it to the pitch.
Shout out to Hatimomo. Jude fails the test. First touch is he's mainly an athlete. What, really?
What?
He doesn't lace Felix's boots in terms of footballing ability. Football is
don't you need to be an athlete to play this game?
Wait, hold
on.
How
did Felix Webb has changed in 2 games? I can't believe how much Felix Webb has changed.
Crazy.
It does. And I love it. No, but here's my thing though. So that player you're seeing here is an athlete. Please tell me the aspects of pace and power that Bellingham uses in his game.
No, this is the stereotype because the way he looks and maybe because he's strong guy or whatever. Like, oh, he's not.
No. But I'm saying, though, these are guys who I'm sure watch La Liga, and I'm sure this guy's a Barca fan. You're watching Bellingham play, and you're saying he's an athlete.
He's Arsenal.
He's an Arsenal fan.
Everything on us, man. Like everything has to be
on us. Most people that say he's a type of mercenary, they only watch highlights. They probably
no. It's like this, right? My thing, the only thing I agree with that comment is you can't be saying best in the world when we're barely in week 6 of the season. Like we're not deep into the season. Like you can't be best player in the season. When we barely started the season.
Okay, hold on. So Minecraft the Diamond. #Tappinland. #Rebunlingham. Running footballer.
Nah, that's a reach. I'm sorry, that's a break.
That is a reach. I'm just not understanding.
So Eiffel discovery. Who has Bellingham played? Let's see the Madrid derby. Oh, is that this week?
That's this week. That's this week. But I'm gonna be
Simeone,
honest. The way Atletico's moving. I mean,
okay, wait, hold on. Dwayne Azekwe. No way there is a narrative that Jude fails. Eye test. Okay, so sorry. No way that there's a narrative that Jude fails the eye test. You see, I think he passes, just not very high. I think he literally only just passes, but he doesn't score very high.
No one cares about your bum ass eye test. It's about the good test.
That's right. Gov Merkel. Thank you, the dog. Jude Bellingham is overrated, bro. HH, please remain consistent. Please, he fails the eye test week in, week out. Here's the thing. My thing here
that's a stupid comment.
It's just like, okay. My thing here, I'm sorry. From what I've seen and watched him play, he doesn't fail the eye test. You see, Guys, understand? You know that a guy who scores a 90 in the same as a guy who scores a 70 or a 60. Okay, so he passes the eye test, but he doesn't pass it with flying colors because there, Musiala, Felix, they're guys who are far better than him and score far higher than him.
But it's more effective than
because
them.
here's the thing: if you're saying he fails the eye test, are you saying that this is Darwin Nunes? Are you saying this is Haaland? Are you saying this is Conor Gallagher?
Okay.
No. You're saying relax. Those are the failures. You see, those are the guys who come into the detention every Saturday afternoon.
Chill out.
Are those
Nah,
dudes?
chill out.
Come on now.
Yeah,
You can't put UEFA's best player in that list.
Wait, go Merkel. I'm not sure Wesker has ever watched Bellingham this season. He's only looking at the scoreline. Bellingham has no first touch. He's overrated for what he's doing as a midfielder. He's bad. Okay, Wesker, do you want to respond to this abuse?
What are we doing? What are we doing?
No. Hold on. Wesker, respond.
I have no words, bro. What? I don't. Surely this has to be like hate on a different level.
No. Because didn't you actually watch the game? Because you watched the game.
Yeah, of course I watched the game, bro. I watched the game. I watched every single game since because I'm fascinated by this move. Not only because he's English, that's a whole other narrative. Because I know we know what the English guys are like. Players going abroad, they want him to fail because he, it should be our Premier League. That's the way you should do it. But so I watched these games. So this guy saying he's only touching the basically his goal hanging, has no touch. He's not involved in the play. What?
Cherry picking.
Bro, what are you talking about?
I mean, no, because my thing is that I'm watching the games, bro, and I'm seeing them, bro. And this guy is literally getting involved in everything, passing, pop outs, through ball over the top, everything. So I'm like,
bro, you know the amount of thing. He'll have at least 3 or 4 assists if that brick Jose Lu knew how to score goals. Like
he's a toilet.
He's involved in the game. And bro, it's just me and you. We're serial haters. But this is different, bro. Like this is.
Oh no. Like no. Do you know what it is? I think it's a point that even I think it was Gatwick made. Guys were ready for him to fail. Yeah. And Barca fans were like, "Hey, Bellingham overrated, dude. He's English hype." But it's
I think
because that's how the story is supposed to go. Mm-hmm. England overrates all of their guys. Yeah. This is super hype. Okay, they didn't get to Mbappe, so this is what you got. But now he's scoring winning goals. They're like, okay, what do we do? So now they're scrambling because they're like, oh, he's 20 and scoring winning goals. Hence why I can't wait for El Clasico.
Bring up my AV. Bring up my AV.
Yeah.
So what are we gonna say? What are we gonna say if this man turns up and does this at the Classical? What are we gonna actually like? What are the pages gonna say?
Hold on.
They say he was juicy. Wait. Let me just come quickly. From QC8, don't mind salty Barca fans. They rep Gavi and no, don't call him Jao 22. His name is Jao Felix. Don't call him Jao 22. Don't do that. and also, QC8, change that to AVI, please. Please change that AVI.
HH, have you seen that video of the
I saw it. Yeah, the goal get. No, this is disrespect.
It's okay, HH. Just make the goal 3 times bigger.
That is one of the most scandalous, bro. I refuse to watch the basically, once they moved it up 150%, I pressed stop.
HH, it went up to 300.
I think it was 350.
It went up to 300. It went up to 300.
I think it went up to 350.
It's okay, HH. You can just make the goals 3 times
whoever
bigger.
Whoever did that is an evil human being. So basically, someone sat down and edited you an evil human being. Minecraft the Diamond. Jude is a good player, but I hate how overrated they make him. His goal is nominated for best goal of the UCL match. Okay, now that it shouldn't be. Yes, it's a tapping. That's what I don't like.
What?
So bro should be doing bicycle kicks then.
No. Yes. Wait, hold up. LL hates on Haaland. Meanwhile, look at my AVI. Look, I'm not repping that dude in your AVI, bro. I'm not repping that dude. Okay, hold up. No matter what are you saying about this? Now comes to Barry. So no matter what are you saying about this whole Jude thing about he doesn't pass the eye test, he's a pace merchant, tapping, blah 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 blah.
It's just these are the people who have seen the club go out in back-to-back Europa League playoffs, right? Right? If I'm not missing something, I don't. I believe I'm not missing something. So, I mean, I watched my team pick up the Champions League 8 times.
Damn.
And I'm still in my 20s.
Damn.
Oh, wow.
Damn.
Okay, so I don't really care about what these losers, these Catalan separatist peasants who used to who used to plan, assassinations of politicians, right? Who used to plan, these are the same kind of people who used to plan assassinations of duly elected officials. These are the same kind of people. There's only one Spain. There's only one Spain. There is no Catalonia. There's only one Spain. There's only one capital, which is Madrid, and there's only one capital club, which is Real Madrid. And as long as we exist, as long
don't try to act like you're representing Spain. You're from India, bro. Like, dude, cut off with this nationalism.
Zima, you didn't have to do that. Zima,
no,
what
that's
are you?
the truth.
What are you? What are you? What are you? What are you?
What is going on?
I'm not talking
what are you? What are you, Zeman? Zeman, what are you, Zeman?
That's the whole point. I'm not talking about the politics. Just stick to the game.
No, we live in a...
Okay, no, let's just talk about the game.
Why are you getting triggered? I'm addressing the streets. I'm addressing the comments. Why are you getting triggered, man?
I'm not addressing you. I'm just saying, don't talk about politics. And you're trying to.
I'm gonna talk whatever the fuck I want to talk about. How about that? I'm gonna talk about whatever the fuck I want to talk about.
You're the one being triggered, bro. You
I know you're mentally retarded and whatnot. I know.
Okay.
All right, you know what? I'll step aside. I'll step aside, no matter.
That's fun.
Exactly. Your words show who's an actual retard. But anyway,
keep it to football. No, just keep it to football. Let's not bring politics into. Just keep it to football. Keep it to football.
Yeah, most of these are Barcelona supporters. They're going through a tough time. They don't know if they're making out of the group stages or not. Leave them. And as for the EPL fanboys, they can't, tolerate the fact that the captain is going to be playing in Germany, and most probably the vice captain is going to be playing in Spain. And their Premier League has now become the English Bundesliga. And it's going to be that way for the decade. And they can't stomach it.
But no, I want you to speak specifically to... They say he doesn't pass the eye test. He doesn't really have the kind of footballing testing and quality with the pirouettes and things. And this hype doesn't really make any sense. So to that you say what? That he is overhyped. And he doesn't represent the kind of ability for the amount of hype that he's been given.
Yeah, but Antonio Cassano had passed the eye test, right? Cassano passed the eye test. What happened to him? Nothing. And these are the same people who rep Alan Shearer and Teddy Sheringham. Really?
Big up Sheringham, man. That goal was clutch, man.
In your opinion, did Teddy Sheringham and Alan Shearer pass the eye test compared to Messi, Neymar, peak Maradona, peak R9, peak Dino?
No. Sheringham had a few things, but I'm not sure. Alan Shearer definitely not. No, Shearer, no. Hell no.
Yeah,
but he was a great striker.
Yeah, and Alan Shearer is widely respected, right? He's widely respected, even as a person. Yeah, he's widely... So, we play football to win trophies, not even to score goals or to win games.
Thank you.
Even if you draw a game and you're still alive in a competition, that's all that matters. Trophies. Every single competition in every single sport is competed to win trophies. It's about the trophies. And if for that you score one, your opponent scores one own goal in injury time of the second half of the extra time of a Champions League, you're the champions of Europe. You're the champions of Europe. And there's no eye test. Is the entire concept of football which differentiates it from cricket or tennis is GID. It's the most pure GID sport. it brings out the personality and character of the individual players and also of the clubs as institutions. And that's what we're trying to take away from football by overemphasizing eye test, because individuality sometimes it has to take a backseat to the main objective, which is to win trophies. It doesn't matter who scores the goals, and no matter how they score the goals. That's what I think.
Okay,
I mean,
let me come to Barry.
especially in the UCL.
Oh yeah, for sure. Okay, so Barry, where you at? Because you wanted to expand on your view on Jude Bellingham.
Oh yeah. I would be an absolute idiot to not give this guy credit. When you look at the injuries that Real Madrid have been going through since the beginning of the season, and when you look at how bad the attack has been, I mean, Jose Lu, I didn't think he was bad today. I just think it was bad luck. And Rodrigo, he's a fine player, but he's not that guy yet.
No.
So for Jude to step up each and every game, it's been great for him. So I give him all the credit in the world for that. But I want to expand on, because see, the thing is, I understand the whole gate aspect. It's important to win trophies, win games, but I'm here to be entertained. I take 2 hours out of my day to watch a certain player, because I understand the whole gate stuff, but I want to see amazing stuff from a player. And when I hear about Jude Bellingham, this whole supernova, this phenom, I don't see that much greatness out of him when it comes to his play on the pitch, his body of work for 90 minutes. I don't see that much out of him. And that's why when you look at midfielders, I cannot put him as a player in the same category as a Pedri or Musiala. I just cannot. It's just me. And just one more thing. This is why I cannot wait for a classical. We are going to expose these guys' football fundamentals so badly, because it's cool to ball out. It's cool to ball out against Celta Vigo, Almeria, and so forth. But when you're gonna go against top level guys, a good Dogan, a De Jong, or a Pedri, we're gonna show like how good of a player you are, and that's why I'm waiting for. Even this weekend, I hope Atleti are gonna show up, because it's really gonna show out the truth. How good of a player he is. That's just me. But I'm waiting for El Clasico, this derby, and
me too. I can't space as well. Artist, what do you say about Jude Bellingham? Because scored another winning goal, but there are a lot of people that says that this guy is overhyped. He's not that good. Where is the technique? So yes, he scores all these goals, but they're all tap-ins. And what is all the hype for?
Yeah, but this always happens when when was the last time a player started well that people didn't say is overhyped? Like, this always happens. Like, a player plays well, better than expectation. Like, football fans, social media is very binary. There's no nuance. So if he'd flopped, people would have been like, he was awful, was a waste of money after 5 games. If he was doing good, if he was doing obviously G'ing up, people like, oh no, this guy's overhyped, he's not that good, etc. So it's more like there's a no win-win. Like, people can't say this guy is doing well for his team, scoring good moments, he's doing well. Like, no one can say that. It has to either be, he has to be a flop, or he has to be like the best player, like in world football or something like that. After sorry, I'm losing my voice. After 5 or 6 games, like we're only 5-6 games into the season. Like, is it not possible for people to make a reserved judgment after, as to certain as Nomad says, when it comes to trophy season? How he performs, in the quarterfinals, for the Ligas, etc. Then, if he leads or helps lead Real Madrid to a Champions League, to the Liga title, whatever sort it is, and he's key as part of that, then we can obviously talk about him being in like top world class kind of conversation, But as it stands now, he's doing well for his team. He's I would argue almost unfairly scoring some of his goals, considering that Real Madrid don't have a proper outright. I know the obvious there, but I'm a striker, so you almost feel like he's, doing more than should be expected of him, given what you expect to be at Real Madrid. But at the end of the day, like I said, he's a good player. I know Ollie's been speaking today. Like, he obviously wanted him. Like, he is a talented player. There's no doubt about it. People just need to just relax. That's all I would say.
All right, here's what I was saying, man. Shout out to Smash, who says, because the pig is a ham, overrated, just tap against La Liga
Nah, you
relegation.
can't say that. Like
Nah,
this
okay, nah,
idea.
you
You
can't
know
say
what?
that.
Can I speak on this, HH?
Yeah,
This
okay,
idea
real
of
quick.
when players score tapping goals, like people need to understand. They know, like players like Bellingham, right? That's a skill set that most players can't
It's a
have.
skill. It's a skill.
That you have to be at the right pace at the right time. That's what Ireland is so good at, just having like 3 chances in the game and just scoring an hat-trick, because he's always in that right space and the right time for him to know, like, oh yeah, I have to be here so I can score my goals. And that's what I'm seeing from Bellingham. I'm just seeing that. Yeah, he's good on the ball. Yes, he can dribble. He can pass. But what I'm saying is that his movement inside the box too. Just that skill set, people just saying scoring, tapping goals, but the skill set, you just get the right space at the right time.
Minecraft the Diamond. HH Nomad versus Casey 5-hour fight. Barca v Madrid duels. Relax. YouTube been ready.
Yeah, please.
Nah,
YouTube been
man.
ready.
You know the battle that you had with like Machine or with like Sean and Machine. Yeah, we need something like that.
But Machine got washed there now. Hatibomo, Nomad. I didn't know Jude was doing PNP in the. Okay. What are we doing?
Right.
Let's not.
Relax.
Let's not.
She's not PNP. So stupid.
Barca fans need to get off Jude's back and focus on how to keep Pedri out of hospital.
For real.
Relax.
Exactly.
Okay, El Clasico. That's just me. El Clasico.
Okay, so guys, let's talk about our Arsenal. So artists can Arsenal make a run? 4-0 against PSV, looking good. Can they make a run in this UCL?
I get it will depend on who they get, obviously in the 1/16, because I generally thought PSV might give Arsenal a bit of a game compared to obviously last season, because they beat them last season, but obviously they were awful. Sevilla, I think, basically plotting their way back to Europa League.
Yes.
No, stop.
Hokage, no, Hokage, why saying stop? That I told you, I'm writing to UEFA. They are aiming for third.
We got to keep them away from the competition. Let somebody else win it for once.
That's how they fund themselves. So they get funding of winning the Europa League and everything, because they can't win the UCL. So they get there to win the Europa League.
We need to do a petition. We need to do a petition in which, if they go third, they don't go to Europa League.
Well, the thing is, but
Not
the thing is, from next season, that's not going to happen. So the new form of the Champions League, there's not going to be any more drop-ins in the competition.
So no more dropouts. Yeah. And, okay. So the dropouts no longer exist anymore.
No, it's not going to exist. Not going to exist anymore.
Thank God, man. Thank God.
Because I've always said that is always unfair on the Europe. Because for me, because you failed in the Champions League, you get rewarded into another competition. No, you failed because if you come third in the AFCON or third in a World Cup thing and everything, you're out. So you come third, but you get rewarded by entering another competition because that's competition are for people of a certain level. So let those people of this certain level compete for that trophy. But you guys who've now come down, you failed, but you're of a high level now than those guys. So but you know why they did it though? You can try to get the big teams to try and get to
exactly.
But I mean, that's trash.
They did it to popularize the tournament, but now obviously they won't need to sort of do that. So, but so this is Sevilla's almost last chance to get back into the Champions League. So they're not going to be able to do that for next season. But regarding Arsenal, I mean, it will depend. Obviously, for me, PSV were going to be the hardest team for that sort of reason. So the fact they just demolished them, for me, Arsenal already through already. I think that. There's no doubt about that. What they'll get, it will depend on obviously who they play, because obviously they're not going to, if they're first, they'll avoid, they can't play City, and they'll avoid, you presume, Barca, Madrid, Bayern Munich, etc. So really and truly, I think they're good enough at the very least to probably beat whoever they get as a second team. So I think a quarterfinal at the very least for Arsenal is fairly reasonable for them. So that's what I would say.
Who else wants to touch on this whole Arsenal thing?
Can I speak on this?
I do.
AK, go for and then Zima. AK. And then Abdallah. AK.
I think Arsenal, they played very well today. Again, Trossard, what a game he had. Incredible. I mean, that second goal where he just it was a finesse into the corner. It was a very good goal. I think they'll get out the group, and in the round of 16, I don't really see any second place teams that threaten them necessarily. Like,
but because even if you look at the PSG group, they can beat anyone in that group.
yeah, I think they can beat. Well, in my opinion, Milan will get out of that group second place. I think they'll beat them.
Yeah.
The likes of Napoli, they'll beat them. RB Leipzig, actually, that might be a game, but I still think Arsenal have more.
Wait. Who's in Leipzig's group?
City.
Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, that could be
I think that will be a game, but I think
And then even
City.
that Lazio group when you're getting goalkeepers scoring goals, man. So,
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I would like to see Arsenal versus Atletico if Atletico make it to the knockout, because that would be it would be interesting to see how Arsenal unlock that low block.
Yeah.
But I think Arsenal, unless they get a heritage team, your Barca's, your Real Madrid, your Bayern Munich's, I don't think they'll struggle. I think they can make it up to the quarters, semis if they're good. So I think they'll go deep.
Zima.
Yeah, I think there's going to be a favorable draw for them round 16, like everyone said. They end up on top of their group. But it's the quarterfinals that's going to be a real test for them. I think the round 16 is going to be, for them, more so than anything, all the teams they're facing, they're favorites. Going into round 16 being favorites, can Arsenal handle that? We're going to see. They're a bunch of young players, and this is their first ever knockout stage game or in the Champions League. But I do think they're going to make it to the quarterfinals. The quarterfinals, it's up for grabs. You can face anybody. But when it comes to Sevilla, listen, I know that Sevilla is they're Europa League merchants, and this is their last year to win Europa League. But something just tells me this might be the year that they actually attempt to go through the Champions League just because of the quality of teams that they're facing. For Sevilla, yeah, they're most likely going to end up in Europa, and I do feel like with Arsenal, PSV, Saka was having a field day, man. Desk.
Z-Man, they drew to Lens today. They drew to Lens today.
Respect Lens, man. Respect Lens.
But I got to be honest, Sevilla, Lens, and PSV, I think they're close to each other in level, if I'm being honest.
Yeah.
I don't think there's that much of a gap between them compared to Arsenal, who are clearly front runners in this group. But I expect them to make it through. And Saka, man, his debut Champions League, he actually performed. He's actually cooking Desk, even though it's Desk. We know what type of player he is. But, yeah, they definitely performed well in the beginning. They're the best performing team.
All right, Abdullah, talk to me. The Arsenal.
I'm not gonna take them serious. With all the shouts of dark horses for the Champions League. Come on, they've been out of the competition for 7-8 seasons.
Yeah, but come on, they're in 4-0. Give them the credit for the 4-0.
They're garbage. They're not even the best. They're not even second best team in the Eredivisie. They're garbage. They're actually garbage. Me as a final, I don't really feel like final should clearly win that league and do back to back. So
basically, you're not repping Arsenal at all. You need to see more from Arsenal.
No, for me, I will be impressed, and I'll eat my words and I'll apologize if they get past the quarterfinals. But max they can get quarters. No semi-final talk. They were 7 years out of the competition, 20 years in the competition, and one final, and no Champions League. So yeah, I don't want to hear this chat of them and the last time Arteta managed a Champions League game was that Lyon game when Pep had COVID. So and he flopped badly. So yeah.
Okay, so just before sorry, Abdullah.
Can I say one thing?
Hold on. Before I go through, I'm just saying, just let you know. At this moment in time, you and Yasir are front runners for the Brick Dome. So
cool.
Okay.
Can I say one thing?
Yeah, Hoka, go for it.
One thing that's interesting for me is that we've seen, I think, 3 seasons in a row now, this Arsenal team has collapsed around the time where the Champions League is in those quarterfinal stages. They bottled. Remember, they bottled top 4 around the same time. Last year, they capitulated around the same time. So I'm interested to see when we're this deep into the season how far they go in the other cup competitions. If they're in the other cup competitions, if they collapse again.
But
Because I don't know. That's my worry about Arsenal. Will they collapse again in that time of the season?
Run out of
I
gas.
mean, like, I'll listen to that. I think that was because they were focused more so on the league than in the Europa League. But let me come to Evil Life. Now, Evil Life, I hope you're not flying in the air.
No,
Because Evil Life is a car. So, yeah. So, please, because I don't want you to be doing a hangout while you're flying passengers in the air and everything. So basically, you're on the ground. You're on the ground.
I'm on the ground. I'm on the ground.
Thank you.
Okay.
All right. So, go for it.
Quick response to what is it? Is it Hoga? Basically, Hokage. Sorry, my bad. Yeah, he's saying that you're interested to see how they got knocked out because you said they bottled top 4 2 years ago. They bottled the league last year. In all honesty, and that was a big win for them. Let's be real.
93%. 93%.
As my team, yeah, I know they bottled it, but you still have to also understand, like, over the years, they never had the depth. Like last year, the squad was short. They had no defensive backup. You took out Saliba out that defense. You saw what happened last year. The season before, they had an injury to Partey leading up right when they bottled it. You take out the key components out of any team, and more than likely, it starts to bottle. They were a young squad. They're still growing. Arteta had to overhaul a team. Within 4 years, he's literally changed the whole squad. We've talked about from getting rid of Aubameyang, getting rid of Lacazette. Love those guys, by the way. But it was what was needed. So no, I'm not going to judge them off of their previous, in terms of the previous Arsenal that had a mentality problem. And I'm going to say this. From Arsene Wenger days, after post, I would say about 2006, 2007, Arsenal had a mentality problem. We had no defense. We literally had no defense. If you run, you start to get physical, because HH will probably laugh, but he knows Drogba used to just bully Arsenal.
Yes.
From you go physical, that was it with Arsenal. Everybody knew their Achilles heel, but Arteta has changed it, and I have a feeling with him that he's building. He's seen all the weak points in terms of we've got physical and athletic defenders. We now have fullback. Ben White is consistent. He's not the greatest. He's not a Kyle Walker, but he's consistent. You have Zinchenko, who's we all know can be suspect defensively, but going forward, he's pretty good. But then, as Arteta is built to control the game more, like as keeping the ball, as he keeps saying, the best way to keep an opponent from coming against you.
So do you think you guys can make a run in the UCL? Do you think you have the squad to make a run in this UCL to go far?
For me, it's quarterfinals, semis max. I'm gonna be straight. It's quarters, semi. The squad is still very thin. Let's be realistic. There's one or two. It needs one or two other things to make it great. Like we need a backup for Saka. You lose Saka, you have the right hand side is not gonna cook as much. Because then you're stuck with putting Havertz in the front and maybe putting Gabby Jesus off the right, and it's still one or two short. But I'm not gonna be like Abdullah and say like they're far away. It's just one or two little bit more sprinkles of backup, and who knows?
And that's what the general window is for. All right, so let me quickly get to Stupinski. Shout out to your boy Crowan18 who said Arsenal fans already asking for Bayern, Real Madrid, and Barcelona.
Whoa. Calm down.
Please not. You see, Arsenal fans, just be happy you're back, happy you've won 4-0, and just chill. See, my thing that I think Arsenal can do something. I really do believe that they can do something, but you have to be humble and take each game as it comes. Because who would have thought that Inter would have made the semis? I do believe with the Evil Life that I think maximum Arsenal could get to semis. They can't go further than the semis. That's the max.
Quick question, HH. Do you think that Arsenal, I think, sort of going forward, have officially replaced like Chelsea FC, both in the Premier League and Champions League?
So let's not go to our final. So here's my thing.
That's a very touchy subject.
No, so guys, we've now seen all the teams now. And maybe I can come back to Ardes and link this to United, because I said that City are clear favorites, and I think that after seeing every team right now, City are way ahead of everyone else. Like the field in Europe is very weak. And I had Bayern second favorites, and I still do after seeing them and Real Madrid. I think Bayern can get better, but I wasn't very impressed with Bayern Munich, and I was expecting a bit more. And I do believe that that midfield of Bayern is very weak. Hence why Bayern being able to win the UCL will hinge on them getting Palhinha or someone like a Palhinha in January. If they don't, and they run into Man City, they'll get beat. Or they run into someone else on a bad day, they will get beat because that midfield is far too thin. So, Ardes, looking at everyone right now, are City still far and away way ahead of everyone else? Or do you think Bayern and Madrid are maybe because I didn't know City are just on a whole other level?
They're far. Like, I mean, I think the thing of seeing all these teams is that like it's weird. Like with all the Champions games that happen, there's literally been no unpredictable game. Every game that was played in this first one pretty much went according to plan. Effectively, in terms of who you generally expected to win, lose. You know, you could see some teams maybe drawing, etc. And Newcastle, man, fair enough, okay, fine. But generally speaking, the teams that you expected to win won, and the teams that expected to lose lost. So, and just assessing them, City, as you said, like the thing with City is and always is their depth in squad. That's always been the key thing. So, as I think, I don't know what Sokagi I think mentioned about like when you get to that January-February period, when injuries happen, when fatigue happens, when people are out. The reality is that like City, the thing about City is that City can Haaland could get injured, but they're still fine.
Yeah.
That's the point.
That's the problem. That's the problem.
Any other team player that loses like their top goal scorer striker, like these guys like a Bayern did for Lewandowski or
Arsenal with like a Saka,
exactly.
Inter with like a Lautaro Martinez.
These guys are going to struggle. These guys are goes wrong with City. It's like no, not really. They've still got the sort of that for me, on a one-off game, of course, like even in the Champions League final, like Inzaghi for me outcoached Pep in that final. It was just that Inter didn't have clinical finishes. So yeah, in a one-off, of course, anything can happen. But I just think with the depth of squad that City have, City obviously have to be clear favourites. It's just there's not a debate in my opinion.
So SM, what are you saying then about City? Do you still do you think you guys are clear favourites for the UCL after seeing everyone play?
Yeah. We are clear favorites. I mean, there's no question about it, but that doesn't mean that I'm gonna start saying, oh, we're definitely going to win it, because we still, if we're gonna reach the final, for example, the semis will probably come up against Bayern or Real Madrid. And I don't think the games will be as easy as they were last year for us, where we basically blew them off the park. So
well, SM, you say this though, and your manager, this always were his words. He said that the first one is always the hardest, and after that it gets easier.
Yeah,
his words, not mine.
But HH, I'm just saying, if that's true, then I'm excited. But I still think that for City, there are some issues in defense, especially John Stones being gone. But apart from that, yeah, we are clear favorites, and it's kind of sad seeing how the bigger teams in Europe the legacy teams are not really performing to their standards. Like it's weird, HH. Like Real Madrid don't have an actual striker. Like they have.
Wait, hold up. You're not repping the horse?
No. HH. There's no horse. No, the horse, nothing. Or the Lou, as you call them. There's no way. Felix FC, that's not enough to win your Champions League.
Why did you make our club Felix FC?
You're making them the face of our club.
HH, Bayern Munich. I'm sorry, but Upamecano, last season he was playing for Man City. HH, he was a secret agent for Pep.
No way.
No, it's true.
Okay.
He was.
Wait, hold on. Can I have a question with your manager, please? Because why did your manager during a press conference say that Nottingham Forest have 2 Champions Leagues, one more than them? Why say that?
He's a
He's
terror.
margin, man.
No, because do not. I've had it up to here with your manager right now. Like, there's gonna come bombers where I'm gonna have because SM, I've had it up to here.
Alive. If Brian Clough was alive.
So basically Pep's saying that Nottingham Forest is a bigger club than Chelsea. Then so that's effectively
exactly.
That's such a prickish thing to say. Oh, they have 2 champions. They have 1 more than us. I'm like, why say that?
It's true.
What's reason?
It is a true thing.
If Mourinho said that, you would. If Mourinho said that, you would be like, oh yeah, he's right. If Pep says it,
no, but that was him, but it's the way Mourinho. Mourinho would have that extra sauce in it. Mourinho would have that extra sauce.
Learning versus harassment.
No, extra sauce. Sorry, SM, continue.
The ultimate cock.
Yeah, but the thing is, I think you're jinx on Pep. I think Pep just realized enough is enough. I have to torment HH for all of the thing. Like I still remember that Leon stream you did. Like that was evil. That was evil.
Hey,
like,
look, man, SM. I don't care when anyone says we had our fun.
Those
lab streams we had our fun.
the Madrid one,
and then you have to go and ruin it by beating Inter Milan. Bastard.
But the thing is, yes, we are favorites, but I still want the 4 in a row in the Premier League. Like, we still have to get the league. Like, there's no question.
Okay, let me ask you this. So as a City fan, and I'll ask you Abdul as well. What would you? And you can only choose one. Remember, this is the last time of this format of the Champions League. So what would you want more? To be the second team in history to retain the Champions League during this format, or to go 4 in a row? You can only have one.
Second team to retain the Champions League.
Over 4 in a row?
Yeah, but the thing is...
No. Okay. Now here's the thing. Okay, now, let me make it a bit more difficult for you.
Right.
So if you choose one, you can't have the other. So if you say second to have the Champions League, that means you never win the Premier League again. I know this is everybody, but you never win the Premier League again. Or you do that and you never win the UCL again. So what would you choose? So if you choose one, you can never have the other one again.
Damn. I'm taking the CL because we need the aura. We need to build on it. Okay, you can't just have one. But I mean, especially after 2020, we gifted that one 2 years ago. So we need to just. You're not welcome. But
and
still,
should have won in 19. And should have won in 19. Let's be fair.
I know.
Yeah. No, you dropped the ball there. You dropped the ball there.
Yes, Sonaldo. But listen, yes, another Champions League. The league is. I've seen enough of it. It's like 3 in a row. It's done.
Okay. So Abdullah, what about you? Would you want to defend the CL or go 4 in a row?
First, to indicate my answer, to come to the conclusion of my answer, I need to ask you a question.
Yeah.
Do you rate the FA Cup? Do you rate the FA Cup? You
No.
don't. All right then. I want another Champions. I take the Champions League over it, and I'll explain my answer.
Wait. Okay. So Abdullah, okay.
I'll explain my answer why. Do you know why? One, we're gonna win the Club World Cup. Yeah, you have one Club World Cup. Yeah, one UCL. We match, if not overtake, your legacy as a club in the Premier League.
No, you don't.
We do.
No, you don't.
You'll be
No, you don't. No, you don't. How many Europa Leagues do you have? How many Europa Leagues do you have?
Premier Leagues. We have 2. By the way, before Bram, you had 1 league title. We had 2 league titles.
And we won the Cup Winners' Cup. We won the Cup Winners' Cup against
So do we. We have the Cup Winners' Cup. We have the Cup Winners' Cup as well. We have the Cup Winners' Cup as well. So your club will be you'll be our little brother, yeah? You'll be our little brother. Yeah? If we win that UCL.
Well,
you better
no,
there is a fair point.
Yeah?
No, Abdullah, you have to. Well, here's the thing. First win your second UCL because you've not won it yet, though. So we're still bigger than you. So you're still our little bros because you've only won 1 UCL. No. You're still our little bros. You've only won 1.
We'll see, my friend. We'll see.
If you win a second UCL, have you won the Premier League?
My advice for you would be to be humble.
We've already got more league titles than you.
Abdullah, let me help you out.
With a freaking all ring.
Hold on.
There's an oil tax to those leagues.
There's a Russia tax on your thing.
There's oil tax for you too as well.
Russia and oil tax, yeah.
And human rights tax and war tax.
He got that money. I have receipts. He got that money legally. I don't know which one, but he got that money legally, bro. So
let me help.
You got your money illegally.
Okay,
about
Elijah.
Go ahead, Elijah.
We're coming to the point where the top 5 most successful clubs are your club may be dropping possibly to 6th in terms of honors won. Hold on, I'll read you the list. There's a list, and I don't know why people don't read.
If you mention a team who've never won the Champions League, go on. Elijah, read the list. Read the list.
Okay, so I'm also gonna put it in the chat so you guys can read, and in the streets.
Okay, read the list.
All right. The list of football clubs in England by competitive honors won. That is the name of the article. I'm not gonna read the numbers, but we're sitting at a point where Chelsea has 34 trophies all time as a club, and Man City has 33. They only need 1.
What?
And if they get 2, they go 4th. If Pep, hopefully we don't want this. If Pep decides to stay another 10 years, he could bounce Arsenal by the end of said 10 years.
And then to be fair, I'll try to be your lawyer as much as I can. In terms of what is considered a bigger club, it's not only down to trophies, it's also down to fan bases, down to how much, and just because, let's be honest, right? I believe that Arsenal is a bigger club than Chelsea. No offense. I think Arsenal is a bigger club than Chelsea.
So they're bigger without a UCL.
Yeah, that's my whole point. If trophies matter, then you would go to the UCL as a trophy as well to count for Chelsea.
But Aston Villa actually have more PLs than Chelsea.
That's what I'm saying. And there's no way to tell me Aston Villa is more bigger than Arsenal.
We have 1
or
Champions
Chelsea.
League.
I'm keeping it real.
What?
Aston Villa have 1 Champions League. Yeah.
The hell?
Final 82. They beat Bayern.
And Nottingham have Champions League.
Francis, rest in peace.
Yeah. RIP.
Okay, but they never won. But they never won it in the Champions League era. They never won it in the Champions League era.
Yeah, same trophy. That's all I can tell you.
I gotta be honest.
I don't know, but they never won it in the Champions League era. So basically, they have 0
It's
Champions
the European
League
Cup.
era.
It's the same thing, man. Come on.
So we have. So I'm not going for us. Do they have a Champions League in the Champions League era? No,
They have 2 Champions League.
But they've not won it in the Champions League era.
It's an honor, though. So
just out of curiosity, when a new CL format happens, and we're gonna then discount.
Yeah, so we all have 0.
Can I respond? Can I respond?
Don't do that.
No, can I respond?
Do that.
My thing though is,
in fact,
this new format.
No, question.
No, hold on, let me respond. This new format is still linked to this court. It's like the same thing. It's just the same denomination.
Basketball format.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not defending this. Like, that's because you're basically saying
Chelsea is no longer relevant.
Forest is more relevant
Chelsea bombs
than
are not going to be
Chelsea.
getting the Champions League anytime
That's
soon.
what I'm saying. That's exactly what you're saying.
No, look.
You're not.
I think no. Let's be real.
It's
okay. Your Champions League counts from '92. No, for when the Champions League era starts, that's when it starts from. If you won it before, that's a different trophy. Sorry, I'm not counting.
Drop
the book, HH. Drop the book.
I'm not counting that 5 piece that President Franco dropped.
Don't do
sorry,
that.
I can't do it.
Don't do that. HH, don't do that. You can't do that.
Well, I just did, so you know.
No. So HH, what you're saying is that Chelsea aren't going to be in the Champions League for quite some time. Is that effectively
exactly?
I'm saying let's see how this season ends, man. That's what I'm saying. Look, here's my thing. If City
my internet got disconnected.
Yeah, so okay. If City go back to back, okay, look, well done, and they probably should. They most likely will. All I'm saying though is, why is everyone so bad? How did everyone fall off so badly in Europe?
Because we're all
how?
We all had the same downfall at the same time. Because let's be honest, there's no.
But Zima, what's the likelihood of everybody having the downfall at the same time?
No. That's the upside for Man City because there's no squad that's more complete than Man City. Everyone has a weakness in certain areas.
Yeah.
One injury away from that weakness being enhanced. So it just feels like they're the only team. Look, like City are the only team where they can lose Haaland and KDB and they'll still be favorites in
That's
majority
crazy.
sides.
That's crazy.
And to add to that point, Z-Man, again, Pep was speaking to a journalist, I think it was either yesterday or the day before, actually, yeah, the day before. This guy goes on and says, we're in trouble. We have 5 injuries, and I think we're in trouble. What? What kind of trouble?
That's Pep and his mind games, though. You have to remember, Pep loves the mind game.
Yeah,
loves
Pep,
the mind game.
he's a weird.
There's a reason why
He's
Mbappe
sick in
should
the
have
head,
gone
man.
to Madrid.
He's sick
There's
in
a
the head.
reason why he should have
No,
gone to
no, you
Madrid.
see, so that's what's thank you, and especially when you look at PSG and how trash those guys lose. Mbappe, you effing moron, bro.
Can we have a conversation about
You
Luis
flipping
Enrique,
moron.
by the way, as well? Because
Oh yeah, we have to talk about PSG. I need to talk about PSG.
No. See, my thing with PSG is very simple. It's like, and I said it's like on the yesterday review, like, Mbappe, you can't win with your friends. You can't win with your friends.
Mbappe missed 3 golden opportunities. Why are you?
And what about Usman Dembele? What is that?
Wait. Wasn't Usman Dembele responsible for the penalty? He is the reason why that penalty got given.
Oh, Jesus.
I know.
Mbappe missed 3 golden chances.
No. Usman Dembele, like, I look at history right now, goes, those guys, I'm sorry, they're missing Nene. They're missing Nene. That team isn't sniffing a semi. They're not sniffing a semi. And also, let's keep it real. RDS, bro. Guys, Newcastle can cook. Newcastle can cook because
they can't.
Let me tell you what
Newcastle hype.
They can't cook.
No. Okay, let me explain.
Newcastle ain't even cooking curry rice, curry chicken.
They're cooking. They can't even cook normal rice.
Here's the thing. Newcastle, I won't say they could still come out of this group because my thing is Milan messed up. Milan should have won that game because you're at home. So Newcastle were looking for a point and they must won it. So Newcastle now have that home game against Milan. Dortmund are trash.
Yeah,
those guys are Dortmund are terrible. And PSG can't be trusted. PSG were very unimpressive.
My thing is, whatever you're cooking is the same reason why R9 got poisoned from eating, bro. Because let's keep it real. Let's keep it real. AC Milan, like, as much as we praise him for getting a draw, AC Milan literally like had these guys, even though they have more position, AC Milan were cooking them.
Bro, Leon missed an open goal basically.
Cooking.
I
know you're gonna say 0-0. No. I know you're gonna say 0-0, but I think every single team is looking at Newcastle as easy food, man. Everyone in that group is looking at them like they could probably end up in Europa, but I genuinely believe that Newcastle have a better team than them, and I believe that AC Milan have a better team than them. AC Milan are more likely to get past Borussia Dortmund than them.
They lost the 2 things. One, they lost their first choice in Magnan, which was a big blow anyway. And I did watch the game, and you're right. For certain periods of the game, Milan did basically were cooking Newcastle defensively.
100%.
But the reality is that Milan, as I've seen much of them this season, they're struggling to score goals. They're difficult to score goals. So I never like this when people say that someone's cooking, someone's dominating. Okay, that's fine. But how many clear chances have you actually had on the opponent's goal to actually score goals and actually test the keeper?
No, they had clear-cut chances. They had clear-cut chances.
No.
I agree with you. They didn't score, but they had clear-cut chances.
But that's you have to understand because the context is very key. This is because you can see that Newcastle were nervous. You can see that Champions League game and they were very nervous, and you could just see they lost a bit of confidence because it's Champions League game, huge expectation. But you have to understand, Isman, you're at home. You have to win.
Yeah,
you can't just cook. See, the fact that you did not win, that could become problematic because you now have to go away from home against Newcastle and everything. Because
I got a question for you guys.
This, you have to win your home games.
I don't think we got to keep it real, bro. I don't trust what I saw from them. If this continues, I think their attack is it's the least most reliable in terms of
I personally so what I see is
and plus the creativity. I question their creativity. I don't think they have enough going on for them.
What I'd say is that you have to also look at the order in which the game is being played. Like now, what I would say in Newcastle's defense is that like I think Newcastle defensively are far superior to Dortmund. Dortmund are awful defensively, horrible, and they will actually, unlike Milan, who are a bit more compact, will actually give Newcastle space to actually counter properly and sort of go in. So the fact that Newcastle they have PSG at home, so I don't think they'll get anything from that. But if they can get a draw, that'll give them confidence. Regardless, they play Dortmund back to back, unlike Milan, who will play PSG back to back. So at the end of how many games, the pressure is on Milan now to beat Dortmund. Because if Milan don't beat Dortmund, they're going in back to PSG, potentially losing those games, and they're going in potentially after 4 games, only having a point if they.
So wait, what's the final game? What's the final game in the group?
It's Milan Newcastle.
Yeah, Milan Newcastle away. So there you go.
So Newcastle at home to Milan, the final game.
Yeah.
Exactly. So I'm not saying here still on the dinosaur and saying Newcastle definitely going through, but I would say is that the manner the order in which they've got the games, I think is more of an advantage to Newcastle than it is to Milan. Because
my thing though is you see, if Milan had won that game in the way that game went, then it'd be like, yeah, man, Newcastle, you're going to struggle. But the fact that it was a draw, Newcastle got cooked. Milan had but the fact that they didn't lose is that look, you because that is an amazing result for Newcastle away from home.
Because look at Milan,
because we need this before. I rest you live and agree. Newcastle that their only chance is those home games.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
So Newcastle's tactic is get a point away from home and try and win all of your home games and see where things are at.
Because like I said, you look at the order, and Milan's next game is going to be Dortmund away, and they've got PSG back to back. Now, I still do think Milan can probably do something against Dortmund, but it's still going to be a tricky game with the with a Dortmund side knowing that they have to beat Milan. So, and then if they lose that, well, then you're paying PSG twice. So it's very possible that Milan will only have 1 point at the end of 4 games. And then you're thinking they're probably not going to qualify. Newcastle, on the other hand, they get a win against Dortmund at home, and suddenly, so they have 4 points. Maybe they can get a draw, etc. So I don't know. We'll see what happens.
I'm sorry. I don't trust the team with Shane Longstaff and
Sean
Longstaff and Dan Burn to do anything in the Champions League. I'm sorry. I don't trust the team with Longstaff to do anything. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I mean, look, let's see. My thing, look, Newcastle are not coming anyway. Like, you see, I still feel that Eddie Howe is the guy before the guy. I think he's done an amazing job, a really good job. But I do feel that, like, this is not Newcastle in their final form. I think their final form is a more experienced, well-versed manager and a few more players. Because this team, like, guys, keep it a stack. They are ahead of schedule. They were not supposed to be here right now.
Yeah.
So because, guys, think about it. If roles were switched, imagine a group of Dortmund, PSG, Milan, and Liverpool. That's probably what this group was supposed to be. Now, that's a crazy group. So you have to, and that's what I saw in that game. In that game, I was like, okay, Newcastle, you're not supposed to be here. But that is why they're so dangerous, because they are the quote-unquote least experienced team, the weakest team. Let's put it, Newcastle are playing with house money. They're playing with complete house money. See,
Also,
the pressure is on Milan and PSG to top the group. So, sorry.
If they do somehow get through, they're going to be spending money in January as well. So they're going to be bringing players to strengthen the squad as well. They're not going to be.
But do you think they can get through the group? Realistically speaking,
I think it'll be difficult. But like I said, it's the order of the game. So I think the PSG game at St. James is going to give an indication, because if they can somehow, some way get a draw against PSG at home.
So is that the next game?
Yeah, the next game.
That's the game.
Newcastle versus PSG at St. James Park.
St. James Park. So if I see them somehow, even if it's boring, they somehow get a draw against PSG at home, then I think you could. I'd be more confident that they can get through the group. I'm more worried about Milan because of the order in which they play the games. Because I think that going away to Dortmund, when Dortmund now know they have to win, it's going to be difficult. And then playing PSG back to back.
That's key. Basically, if let's say they lose to PSG, makes things tricky. If they draw, if they win, then that would really open things up. Like if they beat PSG at St. James's, that will open things up. But if it's a draw or a loss, it's not the end of the world. But now you now have to do
it will be a thing about them because like I said, Newcastle defensively, whatever the moment, they are better than Dortmund. I don't care about you can say Dan Burn. Dan Burn's better than Nicolas Sule. He is.
For hell yes.
And
Schlotterbeck, yes.
Stuff like that. No, the defense, the potential is better. So it'll be the PSG will find it defensively. So the question
what I'll say though is, and this is what Eddie Howe has to really learn here, because I get his key thing is about running and running the opposition, but I think he needs to learn how to just try and keep the ball, because this whole gung-ho end-to-end doesn't work in the UCL. Because in this UCL, you have to have moments where you calm things down and keep hold of the ball and try to keep possession. Because if you keep recycling that ball to Mbappe and everything, it's because that's why Milan messed up. Because Newcastle kept on giving the ball away, kept on rushing to the pass, and Milan kept on receiving the ball, and they just messed up because they ruined their chances. So what you have to learn from that game on the UCL is keeping the ball is very, very important. Keeping the ball is very, very important, man. But
wait, HH, can you pull up like the results, all the results, like the week?
All right, let me pull that up. So, oh wow, Inter drew.
No, they did. Real Sociedad outplayed them, bro. But it's just that last minute, Lautaro came in.
Lautaro did it.
He came in and he ended up scoring. But I gotta be honest, Real Sociedad actually looked good.
Did you guys see the Benfica handball? If you're in the Discord, I put it in there.
Oh wow,
yeah.
It's the most blatant handball since Suarez against Ghana. This idiot.
Did he get sent off?
Yeah, it was literally supposed to be an own goal, but this guy, as he jumps, he basically just swipes at it and just basically,
Oh, shout out to Donetsk, man. Leipzig. Sorry, guys, Celtic are not serious, man. Yeah, so look, you see,
Brendan Rodgers
never serious though.
Okay, so basically Galatasaray are all hype then. Galatasaray are all hype.
I briefly looked at the Galatasaray Copenhagen game. I know United did lose against Bayern, but they should be beating Galatasaray.
Yeah, they should be beating.
So United should come through then.
They'll come through.
They should have come through.
Why do people hype them up?
Sevilla against man. Okay, let's look.
Can we pick up what was it? Lazio, man. I'm sorry, man. Like I saw.
That's keeper scoring.
94. He's got 94 on his number, and he scored in the 94th minute.
What? That was Cavani-esque movement.
HH, pull my AVL.
Oh no, that's just freaking insane, man. That's freaking insane. Because Allison did something similar.
People were saying that's 2.0.
Man, it was a good goal. It was good. Like I said, I think it was the AK. It was Cavani movement, like the way he moved into the box to get the header on. Like Atletico. Just...
That was about to go back to Portugal. HH. I know you're a Joe Fields fanboy. He's about to go back to Portugal in the second game.
Oh, you mean against your boys Porto? So yeah. So look, my thing there is. Like as I said again, Barca better come first in that group. They better come. First in that group.
If we do, it's awful, man. It's a disaster class. Like there's no excuse.
I can't lie. I think Leipzig will be a hard team for anyone to round the 16. They look very good.
So, who's going to be the hardest second team? Probably Leipzig.
Wait, let me see the group again.
Because it's probably going to be Leipzig that's going to be a team that you wanna avoid if you come first. Because, Barca most likely will win. Porto, Shakhtar, Twebs.
Porto kind of difficult. I mean, this group, yeah, it's
Newcastle, Milan. This could be tricky. The PSG group. So if PSG top the group, guys, Dortmund are not coming through. So for me, second is between Newcastle and Milan. Forget Dortmund. So.
Well, what are we
actually, you know what? Let's keep it stack. This could be tricky as well.
Bro, I Atletico might end up in second, which is
So Atletico could be second. Atletico could easily be second. So this could be tricky.
Or third if they're not careful.
no, it could be tricky. I'm not gonna lie.
No, not really. Now you see, this will be tricky because it's going to be either Real or Napoli. And guys, let's keep it a stack. Real are not 100% top in this group. Like, let's see what happens next week against Napoli. But so there is a good chance Real comes second here.
So then,
No.
Come on, HH.
I
Come on,
gotta be
HH.
honest.
Nomad.
Napoli.
Oh, no, Nomad. Give me. So, Nomad, you're saying that 100% you will top the group. It took you 94 minutes to beat Union Berlin, bro. Come on.
That is true.
There are 6 games, right?
Yes. No.
Yeah,
All I'm
so
saying
we'll
that
top the
there is.
group.
No, but honestly, that there is a chance. Honestly, that there is not. It's not a 100% certainty Real will top the group. They most likely will, but it's a 100% certainty.
Yeah, did you see Napoli today?
99.99%.
Napoli
No, I didn't catch the Napoli's highlight because they won 2-1.
They were there. I gotta be honest. Like they're not something to fear. If you
they were poor.
Spalletti,
and Kvaratskhelia he's off his game for a long time.
Wait, so hold on. You're saying he's a one-season wonder?
He might be bigger than Maradona.
I'm going through combos, man.
So then Europa. So you're saying Europa League is going to be a better knockout stage to watch again?
No, let's not stretch.
Okay. Let's not. So let me just drop some out of here, man. Half Hope Snow Bunnies. Onana raised racism level in 1 month. Okay. All right. Okay. Thank you for that. Well done.
That's crazy snap.
I don't get that picture. That picture is a bit.
Yeah. No. Look, I wasn't even looking at that picture. So, like, let's put it out there. But look, guys, let's be real, man. We'll be back.
Who's we?
We'll be back.
Who's we?
No.
What do you mean the hangout?
The
hangout is always back. You don't have to worry about that.
We'll be back. Shout to Cruyff 18. Since 1989, every 7 years, an Italian team makes it to the final. 89 Milan, 96 Juve, 03 Milan, 2010 Inter, 2017 Juve, 2024 Roma.
The problem is HH doesn't like coincidences. That's the problem.
Oh no! I don't believe in them. No, I don't.
Wait, hold on.
I never believe in
the final last season though.
Yeah, that's what Inter made the final last season. But I think regardless of that, every 70, I think didn't they say a Croatian played the UCL final almost every year until I think a few years ago or something.
No,
until last year.
Until last year.
Because Man City
No, Brozovic.
Brozovic was at Inter. It's the winning team. The winning team.
The winning team had a Croatian. Okay, yeah. Wait, hold on.
They didn't have that. Man City didn't have any.
Chelsea had
from 2013 to 2022.
Bayern had Perisic and
and then we had Lovely.
And they had Mandzukic in 2013.
Shout out to Tao Aarons, man, member for 20 months. Jimmy Greaves is better than Haaland.
Longevity.
We have to respect our elders.
I respect black and white spots. That's.
Hey, 357 is 357. I'm just saying.
How was watching Jimmy Greaves?
Well, no, that was his goal record.
How was watching Jimmy Greaves?
He came to Jimmy Greaves in the real flesh.
How was watching Jimmy Greaves?
I actually seen a small highlight of him. He was ahead of his time.
Look, my thing is Joseph Baikan is the dude. Guys, it's been swell. It's been real. I'll see you guys on the next live show. Peace out. Stay true. Chelsea will be back in the UCL next year. Peace out.
Love, bro. AKA Stamford Bridge.